Is now going. Your head is. You
Is
started right out with your head cut off, leaning in. That's the perfect way to start the stream. Is leaning into your webcam and cutting off the top of your head. That is how you start a stream.
glad you were able to push the button at exactly the right time so that you could achieve
I
that.
just wanted to make sure that we
Good
started
job.
this. How
Glad you
hard?
gave me specific computer
How
tasks to do
hard do I have
and
to
then push
try?
that button. Well done.
How
Well
hard do I have
done.
to try to cut off the top of my head? Like,
You
look what
asked
I
me
have to
to
like do
inform the
this.
Discord,
Look
which
what
you
I have
knew
to
would
do.
result
This
in me
is the
going.
amount of effort it takes for me to cut off the top of my head. Here's how much effort it takes him to go from this to this. Then his head's
I
cut off.
am his square for me is lower than his square for himself. And he knows that, and it's some BS that he's trying to pretend
No,
that
how
this
come
is a
you
result
double
of
in
me.
size? But you see, this is the
You can
thing. I've
see where
always
the
told you.
cutoff line
Yeah,
is.
but
He's given
you
himself
double
more
in
real
size when
estate,
you
and
lean
now he's
forward because your
calling me
camera
out.
is so close to your face that you double in size
He's
when
the
you
one
move.
calling me
See,
out
you can't even do this, can you? Do
when
this.
he doesn't even give me
Take your
the same
hand
amount of space. And he's
and stretch
specifically
out your
talking
hand
about the
to the
level
camera.
that my head cuts off,
What does
which
it
is
look
right
like when you
there.
stretch out your
That's
hand?
where it cuts off.
I want to
It cuts
see.
off
When
right
you do
there.
this with your hand, I want to see what it looks like. What does it look like when you do
Why
this?
don't you make me bigger and then I'll fucking
Why don't you
have
show
more
me?
room.
Show me what happens when you take your arm and extend it all the way in front of you like this. See?
See what? My hand is smaller than yours.
I know.
You dumb shit.
Why is your camera so close to you?
It's because you gave me a tiny little square. My hand is smaller than yours because you fucking made me smaller than you. And I don't care, but you're the fucking wrong one in this bitch.
I don't think. What you want to be bigger?
I don't
I don't
care.
think I
I'm
even
just.
can.
I don't want you to
Let's see.
complain.
Let's see. Let's see. How much more of the top of your head can I get for you?
My toes are itching like
We
a
got someone in here with
bastard.
Twitch. It's Pseudo Shaman.
Pseudo Shaman.
He came right on
Welcome
in here.
to this shit show that is the Byte Bench stream.
He came right on in here.
He's calling me out when my square is tiny
There.
compared to his. This is where, see, look, his head is right where, look at the cutoff and where his head is. Now watch him. If he puts his head up higher, he doesn't get cut off. See?
You can't go.
See, that's his fucking problem. It's not my
There, you wanna
fucking
be
problem.
bigger?
Yet he's
There you
sitting
go.
there trying to say that
So-
shit to me. There you go.
Now,
That's balanced,
yeah, but now,
I guess.
yeah, now when you lean forward, you're gonna be enormous. Lean forward like as much as you go, like when you're doing stuff. See, look at this. Look how big. See, that doesn't happen. I can't do that. It's a normal freaking distance to have between you and the
Sometimes
camera.
I go in.
No one wants to see that. Pseudo has a bit of
Sometimes I have to go in.
We
you
have
know?
a pseudo update here, and that is he graduated sonar school today. I mean,
Congratulations.
yesterday. Sorry.
You will be fighting Russia. Well done. I hope you do a good job.
Maybe he just tracks the nuclear submarines. That's someone's
That is
job.
generally what they do. They are in a state of readiness to take them out, is what they're doing. They're in a constant state of readiness.
Do you think if they ever want to check up on the nuclear submarines that they think are patrolling the Atlantic, they just they knock on the submarine door and say pizza delivery?
Now they fly P3s over them and drop recording devices all around them to force them to move, is what they do. But they're not P3s anymore. They're Neptunes now. They used to be P3s. I mean, it's the same function. They're doing the same thing. They're still dropping microphones in the water. And that's what they've been doing forever. It's not going to stop. The ocean's full of microphones. It's ridiculous. All right, so this is the zombie game, right?
No, it's Deadly Premonition.
Oh, okay.
Remember, you're the one that said they were zombies. The game never said they were zombies.
Oh, this is the zombie game. Okay.
No, it's Deadly Premonition. See, I don't see a zombie.
It's a zombie game.
I remember
There's
you
zombie
mentioned
tentacles
you
going down
mentioned
the wall.
the fact you thought it was a zombie game about, I don't know, 30 times the last time we played this. It got more.
It is a zombie game.
But it got more entertaining every time you mentioned it's a zombie game. I felt like by the
Good.
25th time you mentioned it. Oh, by the way, in this place, even though the tentacles are taking over, you could buy some Doritos.
Are they Doritos? Do they have branding?
No, you can only get lollipop or crackers.
Okay, that makes more sense. Because they wouldn't be able to get Doritos to get behind this shitty zombie game. I have more faith in Frito-Lay than that.
Well, I'm just saying that looks like they have more than crackers and lollipops in there. I'm seeing Milky Way.
It does. I see chips and shit, but they are obviously.
When I go to it, it's not an option. I don't get it. Whoever
I
designed.
wonder if someone had to like go in there and like use Gaussian blur to fuck up these chip bags and stuff, and they took a picture of a real vending machine originally. They were just like, yeah, let's just fucking make it so that they can't even see what's in there. That way we don't get in trouble with fucking Oreo or whatever the fuck.
Looks like it says Bodu. Sudo says he wanted to go to Hawaii or Guam, but he did not get that assignment apparently.
Well, that doesn't really suck that bad. You're in a safe place for now. You'll be in the ocean soon enough. You won't ever be stationed
It won't matter
like,
where in the
land
ocean's
place.
the same everywhere. Everyone knows that. No matter where you are in the world, if you're at the ocean, it's exactly the same as every other place where it's the ocean. That's what I've heard.
Yep, in a submarine, you're in the submarine. And while the outside environment is going to be different, it's just the way you react to it. That's the only thing that's going to change.
Do you want to see how slow I could walk in this game? Check it out. You ready for this?
But you motherfuckers are going to have contact and shit.
Check it
You're
out.
going to be out there.
Look at my walking.
Yeah, you're good at that. It's a greasy floor.
It's really slippery. Look. She wants sexy time. I could tell by her gait.
She's a zombie. They're all zombies.
But she looked happy. Full of merriment.
This is in this guy's fucking warped-ass zombie-infested mind that we're dealing with all of this horse shit. They did this just so they could say there was gameplay, because there is no gameplay in this other than this zombie shit.
Wait, I'm trying to hear. Is there a zombie sound? Hold on, let me listen.
I think that is the sound of a zombie.
It's a zombie making out with another zombie, I think. Here?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna fucking down if they have a good time. That's what they want to do.
Do zombies make
If I
out
was
with
a
each other?
zombie, I would be fucking. That's all I'm saying. I mean,
Just make out with
probably all
other
of
zombies,
people.
right? Biting each other's
I'm
cheeks off?
surprised that the zombies aren't just like humping shit. Like, they always biting people.
I mean,
They never have a disease that makes more sense.
see?
Wow, they're already like, they are pre-training recruits for ships that haven't even fucking been having their maiden voyage. That's pretty cool. You get to go on the maiden voyage of a ship. That'll be awesome.
Nothing in this one. I was hoping to see the zombies making out with each other, but...
I just want you to save your money, Pseudo Shaman. Just listen to me. Every bit of money they give you, everything you can save and not spend, you need to do that. Shit'll make you rich. This is a vape. It is not a bottle of whipped cream.
There she is again.
They haven't got her yet. Oh, this is the Budweiser, but yeah, it does kind of look like a whipped cream bottle,
Wait,
doesn't it?
there's someone right
Good
there.
point.
She doesn't appear to... She's not a zombie, right?
Yeah, this does look like a fucking, what do they call it? Bottle of Ready Whip.
Great.
Sorry, cat.
I thought that was the zombie making that noise.
Could have been. Or I didn't see. Zombie gameplay is all the same. If I miss something, it's not like anything changed. Like, there you are, gonna shoot a fucking zombie.
I wanted to make sure you were here for this segment. There's a long narrative segment, but I felt like I had to wait for you to do this segment. Because I didn't want you to miss out on me walking
I'm glad
around.
you're getting paid for fucking slaying all these zombies in your mind. But then everybody's gonna just keep talking like none of this ever happened.
Well, I'm gonna talk to myself saying I can't tell anyone about this.
So
Sudo's
you're
gonna
trying to
get
fucking
more gin.
You're just trying to make excuses for the game. You're trying to fucking add in story that's not there, just so that this could make any semblance of sense.
No, wait, hold on. Let me read you this thing. They have a something from Destructoid, a review on the back. Do you want to hear the review?
Yeah, let's hear that.
So it says, shockingly tasteless, flagrantly stupid, and subtly self-aware. What do you think about that review? They put that on the box. It's really there. Shockingly tasteless, flagrantly stupid. See it?
Yep. I see it. This is stupid, no doubt.
But they decided that was good to you.
I commend the Destructoid review person for being impartial. They weren't like, yeah, zombie games suck, but I mean, the truth is, zombie games get good reviews. I just don't like them.
Did I come from that door? I've already forgotten where I came from.
I might take some shots of gin with you, man. I might. Later tonight. We don't want to get too toasty before I start playing. I want to play a little bit better than last night. The last Saturday.
Yes. Yes. Bullseye. Bullseye. That shot, yes.
This isn't like Resident Evil, huh? You got plenty of ammo.
No, they don't fuck around with the ammo. That is not a concern in this game. Well, I guess it is if you use a special gun. See this metal crate? Do you see how it's made out of metal?
I kinda see it.
My character is so strong, I can crush metal crates by pressing them against the wall.
Well,
Check
he's
it.
just technically only taking it apart. Oh,
Oh no.
yeah, you've got too many bullets, dude. You have
Shit.
you don't have the Resident Evil problem.
Wait, where's my inventory? Item.
It's clearly all this shit that is nowhere near you. This is your inventory.
Should I eat a cracker?
I don't fucking know what you should do.
Maybe-
Those are not your inventory. You need to go into your weapon inventory and look at the ammo count.
What am I supposed to do? Drop my ammo?
I mean,
Oh.
720 out of 720, you're not getting any more. I mean, unless you use another slot.
Alright, fine.
Can you open it?
No, I'm leaving it.
If you fire 720 shots tonight, I will be surprised. But you should be opening up on these bits more. You should just not stop shooting, because you got 720 bullets. Can you imagine actually holding 720 bullets and how heavy that would be? I mean, even 9mm bullets, alright? Let's just say you got 759mm bullets on you, and you're dressed like this. Do you know how many of them that you'd be caked in bullets? It would be 2 layers of them on your body.
Bullseye. Amazing.
What do you spend your money on? Crackers?
Yeah, you get crackers. Sometimes you can get cheese on them. If you have a lot of money, you can get cheese on the crackers. Coffee.
How much is it? Because you get $13 for a headshot.
She's sad.
Yep, someone's crying. You better shoot her. Are you sure she's crying or not, like,
Well, you hear it.
doing the deed?
Look. There's something underneath that. It's really small,
Oh.
whatever it is.
I think that table is pretty happy to see you.
Coffee!
Black. Because they have multiple kinds of coffee in this game.
Are you ready to see what happens here? It's covered with a white cloth. What should we do?
You better look at that shit. Here we go. Fucking whip it out. It's a fucking card key.
That's what I thought it was gonna be.
Bullseye.
It was actually just one of those pornos where the girl cries the whole time.
Great.
I don't know what kind of porno you're talking about.
Oh, it's out there.
Isn't that like all the Japanese porn? They're just always
No,
crying
it's
during the
some
whole
of it.
time.
It's more than you would expect. Much more than you would expect. But it's not all of it. I don't understand.
You know what? I don't understand. How does the government or the whoever the government officials keep any of the Japanese porn from getting out without the penis and vagina being blurred?
They try.
Who's in
They do
charge of that?
try.
And how is
Well,
how are these
obviously
people
the
so
government is.
Yeah, but how are they so successful at it? At not
But yet
allowing...
they're like a third of the porn is like crying people.
Yeah, but I
do
think-
not
but-
understand.
yeah, but they're
that. Like,
really
I couldn't
good.
Get off to save my life on some of that shit.
But I think, but they're so good at preventing any of it from getting out of the country without blurring the vaginas and penises. They're just uncannily good at it. Like you would think
They are.
they would sneak some out, but they haven't. There's not one
They've
frame.
They've had censorship AI for years.
They don't have one frame of Japanese porn that gets out of the country without it being blurred. The vagina.
Oh,
and
that's
the
not
penis.
true at all.
Nope, it is true.
No.
They're not one frame.
No,
You're
like there's every single copy.
You're gonna
has-
yes and me, or you're gonna fucking just hang up.
No, I'm gonna fucking come back with a drink. Oh no, I don't have a fucking bottle cap opener.
Yes.
This is the worst. When you get a beer like this and then you don't have the means to open it, like.
Well,
death
use your
does.
teeth,
Like,
Yes.
or
Amazing.
that's not
damage
gonna
your
work.
desk
I'll
by
do that.
by smacking it
But
against.
I'm not
your...
gonna yes and your Japanese comments. I'm gonna tell you
What?
the truth.
You're not gonna yes and. The truth isn't entertaining though. What your truth that you gave was not entertaining. If it was
I'm
entertaining,
sorry.
sure. But to try to talk about how good
Still
the officials are, but
representing-
then to poke holes in the premise that there are some frames and some videos that they get out that do have them. What is the point? That doesn't add any entertainment to the conversation. It
No,
doesn't.
it's like
no,
every
it
frame
doesn't.
is out
It
there.
doesn't add
It's-
any
it's
entertainment.
Every frame.
You add
Don't
nothing.
understand reality. You just don't. And you can buy them too. There's an underground market for it. I don't think you're understanding that I am peeling back an air.
No,
a layer
I
of
understand that
onion.
you're giving information no one cares about and bogging us down in details that are pointless and do not
Well,
add to
actually,
the
a lot of
entertainment
people-
value of what
a lot
we're
of
doing.
people that watch us care about that shit. You'd be
Oh yeah,
surprised.
they care about whether there are frames of Japanese porn that they don't blur the
No,
penis
they
and
care
vagina.
about
Is that what you're saying?
vagina.
That's what they're.
No.
That's what they care about.
Where
I'm pushing this box
I
to death.
cannot find a bottle opener is the Daffy Duck situation. It's literally happening to me right now. I have like 3 bottle openers. How can they all be gone?
I don't want to waste my crowbar. I gotta push the boxes to death. I mean, it just takes extra time. But I could save on the durability count on my crowbar.
Found the last minute one.
A last minute bottle opener?
Yes.
What do you mean last minute? If there was another minute, it would disappear?
If there wouldn't have been one found in this minute, I would have had to go get the sword and cut it off. It would have been rough. Like with champagne, except you do it with the bottle cap. It would have been more entertaining though.
I don't remember how to... What is it?
Pseudo did not make it back. The flask has consumed him. Just
like
as well.
Oh, is it this? Oh, there we go. Okay. check this out. Now I can break these. Wait.
Do they have weapon durability like in Tears of the Kingdom?
They do. Look.
It's gonna break? The weapon's gonna break?
Yeah. That's why I've been pushing the crates to death, because I don't want to ruin my
You don't
crowbar.
want to waste your weapons that you have 720 ammo for.
I don't want to run out of
But your
my
crowbar is
full ammo.
gonna break. Like, I have a crowbar, that motherfucker's never gonna break. I'm telling you, I would have to do some fucking crazy shit to break that crowbar. Thing weighs damn near a fourth what I do. Thing is huge. And that thing that he has looks very similar, actually.
Oh, I found my chest. I could put...
There are more bullets that you don't need.
I don't understand why I can't even use these bullets. Oh, it's for a machine gun.
It's for the machine gun, yes.
Which I don't have.
You don't have.
I got coffee with milk and black coffee.
Oh, they do have other coffees. I knew it. I knew they wouldn't
You know what?
bother.
I'm gonna put my cracker away because I want to make sure I have my cracker for later. Put the cracker
Wait,
away.
is this your storage?
Yeah, it is. I gotta make sure my cracker's there for later. I could change my outfit. Do you want me to change my outfit?
Yeah. Put
Okay.
a tutu on or some shit
No,
like
let me
that.
see. Let's change my outfit. Oh, look! Look who's here!
Nasty Maddie. And not just a little bit of toe. A lot of
Mr.
toe.
Max makes fun.
You are
Just
a
enjoy
nosy
the
boy,
scene.
aren't you?
Sorry.
Oh, you. Show me sorry.
He's gonna show her. I think there's toes involved here.
Don't forget the little space.
Do you think he'll forget the little spaces? Do you think he'll forget the little spaces? Are you there?
I doubt it. I doubt he'll forget.
He won't forget.
There
So-
aren't that many spaces between toes.
So this is your choices. You get this suit, or the one I'm wearing.
Let's go with green tie.
Oh, it looks like
Makes him even whiter.
maybe I could clean this one. Cleaning?
Yes, absolutely.
Would you like to have it
Always
washed?
Clean them both.
It'll cost $2.
$2, you get $13 a headshot. Yes, that's a deal. Who cleans a fucking suit for $2 nowadays?
It'll take it 1 to 9 hours.
This is how
For
it's
it to
gonna
get
work.
clean.
They're gonna fucking make you roll for your fucking cleaning time.
That's a good
It's like
mechanic to
playing
have in
Russian
the game.
roulette. You just got $16 for spending $2.
Really? Nice.
Yes. You did. Don't worry, Nasty May. Just click on that little present box under your chat and claim that bonus of 50.
I should make that video available. Well, I know I haven't figured out how to charge bits for the videos. I haven't looked into that yet. I probably can. Like, so that if you run out of the points, you could spend 10 bits or something to run it. There was another video I wanted to create, but I was trying to clip it from Amazon Video, and OBS won't allow me to clip things from... Oh, there you are leaning in again. See, this is my fault, according to Bum Number 1. The fact that he leans an inch away from his camera and then comes out of the frame is something that is my fault for not being able to set the scene correctly in OBS. So it's my fault that he keeps his webcam, 2 feet away from his face. Actually, it's probably not even 2 feet. Because if I'm pretty close to touching it, so I understand if you put your hand out toward the camera. But I think you probably leaned back so you could do it, didn't you, when you demonstrated before? And I'm just now figuring out your magician trick. Did you lean back before you reached out to it to show how far away you could be from the camera? I'm talking to a wall here. Alright, remind me not to throw to you. for anything. Try to keep that in mind.
Saddle up. Lock and load.
I am sure that everyone wanted to watch this shitty zombie game again. I have to lean down and fuck up your cameras just to get this through to you. Take a shot of that gin right now, Pseudo.
Hey, that wasn't even addressed to me. You could have just said that. Why'd you need the robot to say that?
Well, last stream you complained
About
that
what?
I didn't use that feature enough.
Well, I think you didn't, though. But yeah, you used it this time. Good job. Congratulations.
That's so. Yeah, now you're not complaining, are you?
Well, I was...
Now you're like, oh, he was listening to me. I better shut the fuck up and stop bitching, or I'll look like a moron. Good job.
You've talked
Got
through my,
lollipop.
you've talked through
It's like
mine
you
before.
went to the dentist or some shit.
I've sent that before, and you've talked all the way through it before, to where no one could hear it. I was like, oh, great, thanks. Thank you for the sub bomb number 1. Thank you for watching the Byte Bench Network. I hope you continue to subscribe and watch my content. And if you do want to have to go to bed tonight, totally understand. I'll see you next time. By the way, I'll be streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday after 6 p.m.
Really?
If you want to buy some of my bits, you could just ship it all over to my home address at 578 Byte Binge Avenue. Just send your bits right over to me, and I'll cram it right up my ass.
He will cram every bit up his ass. Please send them to him. They're going right up there, and they're not coming out either. They stay up there. You put 10,000 up there, they will be lodged until that man fucking hits his grave. And then, in his dying breath, in the grave, after the dying breath, they'll pour out into the coffin. All the bits.
I did not finish Clock Tower.
Oh, she's got you. She's blowing him.
What is she doing to me? What did she do to me? What did she stuck her hand in my mouth? I'm going back to the gun.
Yeah, I would go back to the gun that you have way more ammo than you need for. You go over there, she's just
Did she stick her arm in my mouth?
She was sucking you off, dude. That's what she was doing.
Sucking me off? She
Yeah.
stuck her appendage in my mouth.
Yes.
Great.
Okay, she was forcibly getting herself sucked off.
Yeah,
Whatever.
exactly. Forcing herself upon me.
Yes.
I did not consent to that action, by the way.
Okay, so they're rapist zombies in this game, is essentially what you're saying.
Yes.
This game goes 1 mile ahead of just a zombie game. It's a rapey zombie game.
Well, I mean, you be the judge of what happened.
That was pretty violating, I will admit. There were lots of times where that thing's mouth was around your junk too, during that whole scene.
What am I observing here? A smashed wheelchair. I think I see bullet holes too. I'm glad I did that. So now I can go back to my steel pipe. And I'm gonna... It's a lot faster than pushing them to death. Which I do like doing, by the way.
It's good that at least the game didn't let you get soft locked by them. That's probably why they allowed the pushing to death to happen.
Oh.
In testing, someone got soft locked because they fired all their ammo off or whatever.
Here! Over here!
I would do that if I tested this game.
Oh! Hi! Is she waving at me? Oh. She's waving at that guy behind me. I feel stupid now. Yeah. There's like a zombie behind me. Ooh, he's waving. I'm like, oh, she was waving to that guy.
I just love how dynamic
Does
and
that ever happen
detailed
to
the
you?
environments are. Like every corner, it's just like, oh, this is unique and interesting.
Does that ever happen to you?
What?
Someone waves to you and you wave back, but then you realize they're waving to the person behind you?
Yeah, that's happened to me. That's happening with dudes too, not just with girls. It's happened to me probably like 10 times, I think, in my life. It's a lot of times.
You really? You wrote it down in your notebook? And then
No, I
memorized
just
it later?
remember. Like, I remember how often things happen to me, and that's not that often, but it happens more often than you think it would. And honestly, every time it's just my mistake. I should look behind me and see in those cases, especially if I don't fucking know them. But the thing is, some people look like other people, and that's when it happens, right?
When people look like other people? Yeah.
Yes, like someone that looks like you might wave, and I'll be like, shit, it's Malcolm, and I'll fucking wave, and then, nope, ain't you.
And then they look at you weird?
Oh, hell yeah, you definitely get a weird look, and then you just fucking duck out of the way because those two people wanted to talk, so it's really not that bad. They just start talking to each other. You would think it's really embarrassing, but it ain't. God, how much money do you have? You must have at least $500.
Bullseye.
How much money do you have?
I don't know. Do you really want me to pause?
In the game, not in real life. Fucking look in the menu. It's not that hard.
I'm busy doing stuff.
Motherfucker.
What happened to my thing? No, my steel pipe. You see, that's why I pushed.
Because you touched the zombie fucking
I know,
strand.
but that's why I just push things to death.
Yeah, but they're zombie strands. You can't hit the zombie strands with your pipe.
Look at that box hopping up and down like that. I got a worm.
That was worth all those bullets and that crowbar that you sacrificed to the strands.
If I sit on top of that box, will it give me an orgasm?
Honestly, it depends on how long you sit on it.
It's just a
really,
time. It's just a duration thing.
No, it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time.
It'll just happen.
It will. If you sit on that bitch long enough, you're not going to help yourself. I don't care
What is
gender
that box
you are
doing
either.
to the other box?
I do not know.
I'm defending. I have to defend that other box. It was doing something to it. It's locked. I need a key to open the thing that is locked.
That's usually how it works. You don't have that key card, huh? You're gonna have to go find another blanket that has
MRI room.
fucking invisible crying porn tape playing under it that pushes it up all the time.
First aid. I'm gonna use that when a zombie bites my finger off. Can I use the MRI machine?
You can observe it.
That is retracted inside the machine. I can see something shining in the back. Alright, I want...
Better go to the back and get that shiny.
You're gonna have to do something that retracts it so that you could reach it. I know that's what any normal human could get it, but in this game it's gonna require you to retract it so you can pick it up. I know that's what this is.
Well, aren't you smart?
Better
call your mom.
It's a way to recognize bad game mechanics. I'm recognizing a bad game mechanic. See? Here we go. Look at his typing skills.
He can tickle that keyboard, that's for sure. He retracted it, you're right. You called it. You bitch.
Hold on a second.
Yes.
I'm doing
What?
something. I'm doing something. Trying to get
Oh,
that.
okay. I thought you were fucking expecting some kind of response.
No, I wasn't. It's a good assumption, though.
It was, I mean, especially with you clearing your throat so presumptuously like that. That's what it usually means.
No, I was trying to make up for the dead air I was providing on the stream by clearing my throat artificially. I thought that would make up for the lack
But
of
I
content.
thought I was coughing enough already to fill the dead air.
No. I figure, dead air, I'll pretend to cough. That way, no one will notice the fact that I had no content to provide in that span of time. Which is a good plan, right?
Well, with this game, you gotta, because there's not a lot of content the game is delivering. It's basically you and me at this point.
War Turtle,
It's
yes.
honestly what everybody's just watching what we're doing. They could care less about the fact that this environment is so ever-changing and detailed.
Ever-changing and detailed? Yes, exactly.
Yes, we get it
A
again.
tentacle... See, the tentacle's going straight into his pants. You see that? Like, when I put the camera like that.
Yeah, it's,
Going
there
right,
is a
right,
niche for this game, guys.
right
It's
into the
a zombie
crotch.
fetish. If you've got one of those, you can...
He's got a reverse erection. Where, like... It's
Where it's
the
bigger
erection,
at the top.
No, where it's coming
It's
into the
got
body.
a cone-shaped
No,
dick
it's
with
just
the cone, like,
it's
filters down
forming into his body. Yes, it's forming into
Man,
his
if
body.
you had it's a funnel dick, is what it is. Now I've coined the term. It is a funnel dick. He's
It's
got
just-
a funnel dick.
It's just it's channeling its spongy flesh
Does
into
anyone
his dick area.
actually have a funnel dick? That is the question. And if they do, have they ever tried to pour anything in there? Because if I had a funnel dick, I would probably try. You know you would if you had one. You'd be like, yeah, well.
I
let's
think
pour
I'd be
something good
in
down here,
horror
like a
that I-
shot or something.
No,
I'm sure that would hurt. Nope, can't go in there.
Does he have a gun?
Light him up.
He's got a gun.
They're cop zombies now.
Want your body? Is that what he said? I think he said, well, I want your body.
Are you sure?
I think he wants my
They're
body.
rapey zombies. It makes sense.
Amazing.
You'll get better
Why can't I
weapons
get his
now.
gun?
You can.
No, I don't. It doesn't give it to me.
It did.
No, it
If
didn't.
you turn around and get it.
No, it's
But
not
had it
there.
on the floor.
It
You fucked
disappeared.
it up.
No, it disappeared.
You were too slow.
No, I was not. The game didn't
You're
allow
too
me to
slow,
take
man.
it.
I saw it drop on the ground, man.
No, I did, but I couldn't pick it up. What is going on with this?
That guy did not drop on the
See, look, it did drop on the ground, but it disappears.
It's good to know you will be able to get guns from the enemies.
They disappeared. We've already established this. I don't know why you're still talking about getting the guns from the enemies.
You're just too slow. Alright, this is the guy that's gonna drop it. You get it, alright? You get the gun.
He doesn't want to fight me anymore. He's decided. No, he decided he doesn't want to fight me anymore.
He's moonwalking. He's actually doing the opposite of what your
doesn't-
character
he's-
does.
he's
He's actually going faster than his
He
stride.
doesn't want to fight me.
Look at his stride. It's like the opposite of yours when you walk. You should walk fast right next to him while he's walking slow. So
He doesn't even want to fight me. He's too depressed.
Like start walking with the slippery floor like you were doing.
He just
and
wants to.
you'll see.
He wants to go watch Netflix or something.
You're not getting out of the room until you kill him, so you might as well walk with him.
Oh.
He's finally start waddling toward you.
Nice shot.
Oh.
Ever since COVID, people have been thinking practically.
Turkey sandwich.
So it's probably the case, Pseudo Shaman, that they're thinking practically and trying to make it cost less. People are doing that. I mean, they
Agent
will
Morgan,
move you. You
so
will be in the
desperate,
water.
then why not
You'll
swallow
be
two at
everywhere.
once?
He's out of his delusion. Oh, look.
Who's that old man?
I can hear you.
That's Harry. Harry
That
Stewart.
saxophone is
One
back.
of the
It
bigger
never
problems
stops
around
doing
here.
exactly that
His
same
father
screechy
started up the lumber
saxophone.
trade and founded this town. But he's a weird one, as I'm sure you can see. Always dressed like that, never speaking to the townsfolk. And just FYI, he owns almost the entire town. Not that that makes any difference. So long as I'm around, he won't be getting away with any funny business.
Good at the
Funny
saxophone, I
business.
will give them that. But it's too repeaty. That's hard to do.
Mysterious Capitalist. That's a good name for a band.
Yeah, it's alright.
Mr.
I wouldn't have
Francis
that band
Yorkmore,
name, but
haste won't lead you to what
That
you
guy
seek.
has a lot of mouth action
Your
when he
eyes
talks.
focused on your footing as we speak. So says Mr. Stewart.
he really does. He looks like he's chewing on a sandwich.
Nice to meet you too. How did you know my name?
He's bowing. Oh, no, he's listening.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, information desires you, just as you desire information
Ooh.
too. So
makes a lot of
says
sense.
Mr. Stewart.
Harry, stop trying to get in our way. Keep this up, and even you'll have to answer.
How's
to
he
the
getting
law.
in their way? He's just literally sitting in a
actually, that
hospital.
guy just
He's
got
just
in his way.
sitting in a fucking hospital doing nothing. The sheriff's like,
No,
get
you
out of my
don't
way!
give him information. And
With
like
each
this guy
rain,
just steps
our
in there and is
town
like,
goes
fuck
mad.
you.
To our disdain, unpreventable. So sad. So says Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the warning.
Then
So-
we shall depart.
See, the
Mr.
rain causes
Francis York
zombies. Oh, music's changing up.
That's how he always is. Always spouting that nonsense. Don't give
Yep,
it any
now we're
thought.
on the beach.
It's all gibberish.
We're fucking laying it
With
out.
a
post
ukulele.
Del Sol.
The guy's slapping the strings, too.
Oh. Okay, thank you, Thomas. Agent York, we've contacted the first witnesses to the crime scene.
This
You
is
can
the
interview
Mario
them where they found
song.
the dead body.
Excellent. I was just about to ask if you could take me there.
I did it!
Right?
No, you're fucking
That was
nuts.
the motherfucking Mario
No, it
song.
wasn't. Doesn't sound anything like anything from Delphi Island.
It's from
You're-
Mario World, man.
you're
It's the piano
insane.
song.
Doesn't. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you don't know. But I was right.
No, you're not.
It's the Mario song. They ripped that off. And the Costa del Sol.
Pseudo mentioned
shit, too.
that dude looks like a Combine from Half-Life 2. Yeah, he does kind of look like those guys from Half-Life 2. They'll wear the mask or whatever.
It is. That was the Mario song. Like it was. But whatever. Like musicians
Slow
do
down
what
a
they're
lot.
gonna do.
So why don't you sue him?
You can't. That's not enough.
Let's just sue everyone who has a song
No,
that has
that's
ukuleles.
not close enough to sue. That's just what
Did
musicians
anyone check
do,
out
though.
Game Fest? Super Mario World theme, says Nasty Manny. Whatever. You guys are insane. Just because you have a little string ukulele type thing, all of a sudden it's Mario. If you slow it
No,
down,
that was
if
legitimately
you slow
the
it down,
melody.
remove 3 notes from the
That
main
was literally
chord.
the melody. The melody is the part that was the problem.
By the way, my drink
That
is
was
empty.
the
and it
melody
needs to be
from
full,
Mario
so I'll be back.
Brothers.
Just stare at this
Mario World.
autopsy report.
Especially in like the Switch houses and shit. Like you could hear it in there. Yakuza Gaiden, I've not even heard of that. That is a very interesting name for a game. It was the goddamn Mario World melody. I goddamn nailed it. Exactly what it was. The fucking samba backgroundy thing. It's not really samba, but some fucking chill ass beach strum. behind it. He still doesn't. I still don't know how much money this guy has. He's got so much money. Total enemies defeated. Each one gives about like $30. So 3 times 7 is 21. So he's got like $2,000. How much money do you have, Byte? You gotta look in your menus. Byte, how much money do you have? Look in your menus.
Probably like 2,800.
Sounds right. Hey, here it comes. Oh, it's more. There's salary as well as all the enemy money. So I got 34K.
I also get paid by the FBI. Right? Doesn't the FBI pay me?
I have no.
Why does it say unpaid salary? Oh, that's things you missed.
It's unpaid. No. Basic wage, unpaid salary is the salary that was not paid to you until you finished your shift, like 2 weeks. After 2 weeks.
Why would they
your
have
unpaid
that?
salary? Now they're paying it. It's the salary you accrued that was
Why
unpaid.
would they call it unpaid?
I don't know. They're dumb.
I think what happens, it's just stuff I didn't, get done in the level. That's what it is. Unpaid salary. Because there's more zombies I could have shot to get paid more.
So that's what you're getting paid for, to shoot zombies.
Apparently.
Not investigate this fucking shit. To fucking...
Oh.
Fucking shoot zombies.
Probably need to turn up the light on my thing.
The fact about Country Ham that I already knew.
The body was found in the Greenvale Forest Park. That's west from
It'll also
here.
make you
Too
thirsty.
far to walk.
A forest park?
It's the pride of the town. It has a beautiful trail leading to a viewing site over Velvet Falls.
That does sound fantastic. Show me the sights.
That may have to wait. We promised to be there by 1800 to interview the first witnesses to the crime scene.
It's the Mario theme. Alright? That's what it is. It's got a little
Does
bit
that
of differences.
whistling?
That's what people do. Yeah, that whistling is the fucking Super Mario World theme in the Switch houses and shit. I could put the piano part over that if I wanted to. It would be crazy. Next time I'll whistle the actual Mario theme over it, and you'll understand what I'm talking about, because it's really like exactly the same. The chords are identical, so that you've got that's already done. Then you've got the melody itself. It's also really, really close. The rhythm is a little off.
Which car? This car? I get to drive. Domino Namo is here.
If I could just give you a friendly warning.
Domino
Are you really
Mono.
upset about me taking over the case?
No.
It's a domino thing.
No. No.
I have the authority
No.
approved by the FBI to assume command. I understand you don't like
Oh, it
me,
is in a
but
different
you'll
key
follow
too.
my
I
orders.
didn't even like consider that.
I'm not
but it's
disputing
true.
FBI authority, but this is our town. You won't get far alone, and you gain nothing by antagonizing me.
It's part of my personality. I just do things my way. I can take you
Byte
off
still
the case
doesn't
if
hear
you
it
wish.
though. He plays a
Stop
lot
it,
of Mario
you
Maker
two.
too.
We need to solve this case, not bicker among ourselves.
I play a shit ton of Mario Maker, so
Then you're an expert. Yes.
I am no expert. That is not enough to make anyone an expert. I'm actually not an expert. I know a lot, but I don't have a lot of skill.
Can I accidentally drive into the lake?
Go ahead and try. I don't think so. They've got walls everywhere, it seems. Good they added this little driving part in here. Fuck him up. Fuck yeah, FBI, bitch.
Sir, I'm with the FBI.
What's the point of this?
You don't see the point in this?
No. Not
Oh,
if
so
you're
the
hitting
back-
him, but programming this in. Like, why put him in the car if you can't do anything or if there's no consequence? How can you fuck this driving up? You can't even fuck it up if you try.
It's to give you sandbox elements of going to location to location, but actually getting to drive there. Some executive guy really wanted it, okay? He's like, I want free roam driving. And they're like, but why? Like, we just wanted the guy to, like, appear over there. He's like, no, we are doing driving and everything.
But this is what they ended up getting.
Anna's body was discovered by the woodsman Jim Green, along with his 2 grandchildren, Isaac and Isaiah.
What were they doing in the forest?
Just their daily routine. They found Anna's body during a morning walk.
So you've talked to them already?
Not officially. Not yet.
Not yet. Are you out of your mind? You haven't interviewed them yet?
Agent York, that tone is hardly appropriate. We were given orders to wait for you to arrive.
Orders by who?
A man called Abrams from the FBI.
Robert, is it? Well, Bob Abrams. I did tell him to stay out of it. It's always tough to have a meddling boss, huh, Zach?
I thought you knew, Agent Morgan. Don't worry about it. We may not have taken official statements, but we got all the information we need. I can fill you in right now if you'd like.
Thanks, George, but that won't be necessary. I want to hear the details from the witnesses themselves, firsthand.
I just can't believe that the children had to witness the crime scene.
They were
may
very
be traumatized.
Those children. Remember
You
how
better do this
upset they were
carefully.
about seeing the
Don't tell
dead
me
body,
you get nervous talking to
mutilated
children
and stuff like that. Remember
Not
how
at all.
upset they were?
That's not what I meant.
Then what did you mean?
Ah, just forget it.
Oh, Nasty said it's kind of like Shinmu. It is a little bit like Shinmu. Wait, what is this? There's something there. Do you think they'll be mad if I get out?
You better get out and get that.
Alright. Hold on, guys. I'll be
Alright,
back.
bitches, just fucking sit tight. We got a fucking thing on the side of the road that has to be investigated.
If you're wandering off, then we'll go on ahead. We don't have time to mess around.
Okay, I'll meet up with you later.
Agent York, we only have until 1800 to talk with the witnesses to the crime scene, okay?
Why do they keep abandoning me? Where are they going? How are they getting to where they need to go on foot from here?
Yeah, just go get the shit, go back in the car and beat them to the location.
Can I jump?
No. You're an FBI agent, they can't do that.
They can't jump. How do I get there?
You can't.
I could shimmy between those barrels, but the game doesn't allow it. Maybe I have to go through this maze. This is fun, right?
Well, it's certainly detailed. Like,
It's just like solving a dungeon in the Ocarina of Time, basically. See? It's just as well designed as that. It's just like the Water Temple. You ever played that? Ocarina of Time?
yes. Oh, this is exactly like the water
It's
temple.
exactly like the Water Temple. I got her.
Yep. She just didn't want you to get her. You got $200 for that. Alright, get back in the car.
Whether it works or not is up to debate. I think it's kind of cool.
Your frames and
He's talking about the driving.
That card not only cost you your time, but it cost you your frames as well.
My frames?
Yeah, you're dropping frames like a mofo now.
Am I?
You were.
I didn't notice.
It's not so bad now.
I'm looking at OBS. It seems okay. I mean, you're seeing something
It's
different.
the game. It's not you.
Okay.
It's not personally you. It's the game. The game dropped the frames. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, because you're getting the a bum is seeing this stream to Discord so that he can get it in a more timely
It
manner.
could be a Discord drop, but I doubt it. Like
Found
those are
another
some
thing.
severe frame drops. They looked very much like they were from the game. It wasn't like you were dropping frames, like your picture of you anyway.
Is there something in there? I guess that's everything. Wish I could drive this. Be awesome. But I can't. Seeing dead bodies builds character, says Nasty May. So those little kids, they saw dead bodies and now they're going to be much better adults.
Much better.
Every president of the United States has seen a dead body by the time they're 10 years old. Did you know that?
That's crazy. That's good, though.
See, yes, Anna, you did it. Man, good job. Good job with that, yes, Anna. You didn't say, no, it's not true. Presidents don't see dead bodies by the time. That's not in historical documents. You could have gone that route, but you chose not to.
Yeah, it's about presidents. I don't give a shit about presidents. If you start talking about Japan, though, I probably will go the truth route. It's a difference. I don't give a fuck about presidents.
Okay. See, they're talking about playing Tears of the Kingdom or Chet, but I feel like they should be talking about Deadly Premonition. And have they finished that
I think we should be playing Tears of the Kingdom. That would be dope. I love that game.
But we have this to play. Why would we? Look at me. Look at that off-road driving I'm doing. I don't know why it makes that sound every once in a while, like Jason's about to show up. Okay. Apparently I can't ramp that.
It's definitely not PUBG. Your chat is making it known that Tears of the Kingdom is indeed better than this.
I don't think. I don't know.
Every conceivable way, including as a streaming game.
I think it's debatable. I mean, can you drive a car in Tears of the Kingdom?
Yeah. Yes, you can. You can build a car and drive it.
But you can't drive past the junkyard, right?
You can run over enemies, and yes, you can drive past junk. And other enemies drive cars too. So you can fight with cars. The trees in Tears of the Kingdom will uproot themselves and attack you. Even the trains and the mine tracks are better in Tears of the Kingdom. They've got that too. You can drive your car on the mine track.
Oh, look. Found the train.
I bet it's not even moving.
Yeah, it is.
It's not even connected.
Can I get on the train?
There's some metal for you to get. You can get it in the car. You see that time on your mini-map?
Yeah? Where?
That's your time limit. You've got until 17... Or you've got till 1700 hours to get.
Well, how do I get out of this place?
You're fucked, dude. You're fucking it up.
Where's the time?
It's up in the. It's 12:55. 12:56 now. Damn,
how much time do I have?
Not much.
Well, it's not that important if I don't make it, right?
No, we don't need to interview these witnesses. We need to kill zombies.
I'm sure they'll be understanding of the fact I had to drive around finding metals.
Definitely. They'll definitely, like, especially the witnesses, they will really understand that.
Look at all these metals.
You know, the witnesses, one of them is going to be the murderer, right? You understand that, right? The murderer would rather you find metals all day long. This route you took is full of metals.
See? I couldn't do this without the driving segment.
You mean get a bunch of metals?
Yeah.
Probably not. Just full of honor for deserting your fucking colleagues and going off to the side of the road to find a picture of one of them that had been discarded.
I'm gonna make it, right?
I think so. You're at 1,300 hours, 1,700 hours that it's done, so...
I have a gas problem as well. This is like Sega Rally Championship. It was just as good.
What are you playing at? You tell us to come here, and you keep us waiting. Is this the way the FBI treats their own people?
Hello, George. I just had some fever.
How did they get there?
I was trying to go to the options. Damn it. Never mind, I skipped it.
I'm FBI
Hey, look at
Special
those
Agent
zombie
Francis York
dicks.
Morgan. Please call me York.
They also are
That's what
trees.
everyone calls me. And you are Jim Green?
That I am, son.
Jim
I
Gaffigan.
keep these woods.
Do you want a hot pocket? I've got a hot pocket. I'm Jim Gaffigan.
Well, you're doing a fine job.
Well, I used to be a tree surgeon.
I'm a farmer
And
now.
these two discovered the body.
Yes, my grandchildren, Isaac and Isaiah.
They're kind of creepy. They put lipstick on too. And
They're
they
the
have a
killers.
very unnatural smile.
They're
Zach.
the killers.
You see that? Twins. Just like in my dream. We gotta keep an eye on these two.
I'm sorry. Could we talk away from the boys?
Hot
I
pocket.
want to help your investigation, but I don't want them to hear this.
Very well.
I
Emily,
fucked my
please.
I'll just
mother
take 'em over
earlier
there,
today.
Thank you.
Hold on. Don't do anything without asking me. These children were the first to witness the crime scene. I want to talk to them.
Come on, they're just kids. They have no idea what really happened to Anna.
That doesn't matter.
What's he doing?
You agree with me, right, Zach?
How heartless. Do you ever think of other people's feelings, ever?
Emily's right. That's stone cold. Even for the sake of
What
investigation.
is that stance
Children
he's
see
doing?
things in pure, simple terms. They may have seen something we adults would never spot, and they are here at our request as well. We could at least chat with them and see if they want to make a statement.
Are you serious?
I never joke about matters like this.
No.
Oh my god.
Either green.
Don't worry. They aren't as fragile as you think. Look at them, standing so
They
upright.
look innocent. Look at them. They're fine.
They're guilty.
Now then, Isaac,
Now then, you
Isaiah.
did it. You did it, right?
tell me,
Confess.
what did you find here?
Anna, she was so pretty.
Yep.
She had a red dress on. Her hair was shining.
Her pussy was really wet.
There were lots of animals around her. Squirrel.
All around her crotch area for some
A
reason.
real snake. We didn't know until
Alright, I'm gonna
then,
shrink
but
you
we
'cause if
know
you're gonna
now.
sitting
Anna
up like
was
that
the
for the rest
fairy
of
of
the
the
stream, so.
forest. She was a goddess. She smiled when she saw us. She looked so happy.
That's right, Isaac. Isaiah. She was a fairy. A goddess. I'm sure she is playing with those animals even now.
Of course she is. Yeah, of course.
Most useful information, boys. Well, Emily, you can take them now. Okay, Zach.
Can I see that?
This is where Anna's body was.
It's just been made in Japan. It's a
And that
giant
means our
vagina, so it's
unsub.
blurred out.
Our unknown subject was here too. So, what happened here?
Does this? His lighter has no cigarettes on. Did you see that? His cigarette had like a no smoking icon on it.
Is Zippo?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna prepare myself because I'm gonna do something that takes a lot of mental power. Okay.
Jesus.
I'm
Hurt
going.
yourself.
Oh, are you gonna now watch sitting back? Do you want me? Shall I readjust you to be your size again?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You were sitting up.
Go
You were
on
like
with what you
twice
were
the
saying.
size earlier. And I said to you, "Are you gonna sit like that for the rest of the time? I'll have to downsize you." You didn't respond. You went, "Duh." You stared off in the distance, and then I resized you, and now you're sitting back again. Like, I don't know why you can't figure out your fucking camera situation where you're the same size. Why is it so hard to be the same size for you? Yeah, I know. You're pretending to be still. I get it. That's great. Great. You're thinking that I'm going to think that you're frozen, but you're not. Anyway. Okay. Forget about your dumb fake being frozen thing. Now I'm gonna do this mental thing, which is I'm gonna start profiling. Profiling. I'm thinking about the
Pseudo
case.
Shaman cheered. X2 test.
X210 cheer. Profiling. I'm thinking about Anna. Autopsy. Zombies and shit. Profiling. Profiling. This is how I investigate. Leave me alone. Okay, I'm done.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
What? Oh, I must have pulled out my own. I pulled out my own microphone. You're still pretending to be frozen? You're really committing to that. Interesting. I guess he's just gonna do that for the rest of the stream. He's gonna pretend to be frozen. Zach, look. Depression on the grass. I think we have a clue. That doesn't look like much of a clue. Oh, I'm gonna profile. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm looking at the Polaroid. It's got a branch on it. I'm gonna think about the case. It's the branch. And it's the Polaroid. And Anna, she was killed. The zombie sucking my dick. Shut up. It's how I work. This is how I work. I work for the FBI. Zombie. Insane.
I think that Discord drops frames, actually. I'm almost sure of it.
I'm glad you felt the need to say that after my Golden Globe performance on Twitch of profiling in this game, Deadly Premonition, and how I imagine it goes in his head.
Right behind me.
Do you want to profile this time?
No.
Okay. Well, let's let it go cold.
I'm profiling. There's zombies everywhere. It's another zombie game. Is it Left 4 Dead? Or is it fucking DayZ? I don't know. It's another zombie game. Will it have fat zombies? Yes, they will, but they will not do anything special. Will it have thin-ass zombies and dick-sucking fucking grandma zombies? Yeah, it'll have all that.
She was murdered during sex, right? Is that what I'm getting out of this?
I was just profiling, that's all.
You were profiling just then?
Yeah.
I could go to sleep right now.
Profiling zombies.
What are they going to think when I go into the cabin and go to sleep? That all the people here. They're going to be fine with that?
Oh, yeah. I wonder if it'll advance time. You should do it. Go sleep in the cabin. I'm not even joking. Go do it.
Why would it even allow me that as an option?
You should totally do it.
Just destroying this property so I could go back here and loot
Are
this
your
item.
frames good?
Yeah, for me.
Yeah, it's for me. It's fine.
Why don't I
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I got 2 bits.
Pseudo Shaman Cheer X2. Byte, do you have Yakuza on PS2? If so, you should stream it one day. This game needs more Super Mario theme. Doot doo doo. Doo doo doo. Doot doo doo. Doot doo doo doo.
Thank you for those 2 Byte
bits?
Shaman.
2 bites? Shave and a haircut. 2 bites. I have played Yakuza like almost done. I played Like a Dragon for like 2 hours because it was free on PlayStation Plus, and that's all I've played. Do bits. Am I getting these can of pickles? Okay.
You need to get people doing text-to-speech with like tiny amounts of currency constantly. That's what I want to see.
How do I crouch? Oh no, don't throw it away! No, where did I throw it? Why are there cans of pickles? Why are there so many cans of pickles here? There's an infinite can of pickles here.
Stock up, dude. Dump that first aid kit, you get more pickles.
I do need the pickles. Like, do I need a cracker or pickles?
Pickles, dude.
I already have pickles.
gotta get more, man. You gotta have that fucking inventory stock.
Pseudo Shaman cheered.
Here we go.
X2. You bitch. Play Yakuza. Eat pickles. Drink gin. Eat shit. Repeat.
I like it. You're getting good instructions over the fucking text-to-speech here. Alright, Pseudo. I'll fucking humor you.
By doing what? What are you gonna do?
Gonna get a shot of gin.
Well, I've got Coke and Wild Turkey in here. Like actual Coke, not Coke Zero.
Good, good. Get Coke Zero.
You're too far. Your Bluetooth connection is losing. Definitely need my worm. I am going at this lollipop like there's no tomorrow. Definitely sucked the hell out of that lollipop. What? Toolbar? Can I put it directly in my toolbar? Interesting. So I threw my gun away. I mean, I threw my, my knife away. Why does it keep letting me pick up pickles? Why are there so many cans of pickles there? Now I have to, like, push this box to death. Regular Coke, not cocaine, that's true. I gotta push this box to death, it's the only way. I think I could shoot those other boxes open. And I got something. Wasn't worth it. There could be shit in here! More pickles. We should put it in the toolbox. Why are there so many pickles? I got a medal! It was worth it. How do I put away the gun? I honestly don't know how. There. I just waited out. How's the Steam Deck holding up? I don't have a Steam Deck. I don't know who you're asking that.
I don't have a Steam Deck either. I have no fucking clue. You're gonna
As you
ask in the
requested,
chat
we
for
have
that
permission
thing.
to stay and look around as needed. But what are you planning on doing?
To examine the scene.
All right.
Basic crime investigation
The
101.
low
We
bit
might uncover some
donations
further
have
evidence.
been inspiring
I
to me.
covered this already.
I
seriously
there's
doubt
nothing
that
I'd like
there's
to
anything
see
else
more.
to find.
Well, then
low
you
bit
and Emily can wait
donation.
in the car. if that's
So
the case.
I got
But I'll
this
take my time.
fucking gin here. It's extra dry. That means that it's really not wet is really the point that I think they're trying to make here. Let's fucking...
Let's find more clues. Do you think I'll solve the case?
I don't give a fuck. This...
What?
I don't know. I don't know
You
if
don't
you're gonna
give a
fucking solve
fuck?
the case or not. I just
I don't understand why you don't
game,
care.
This game has captivated
What
me
about
exactly this much.
what about
It's about that
her
much.
family? They want answers.
Jesus Christ, Cat, what are you doing? You're leaping on me like a fucking gazelle. Look at this fucking cat. What is she doing? She thinks I'm a fucking trampoline.
I wish I didn't throw my knife onto the ground. That was terrible.
I already took it off. Look at that. I already took it off. Alright, here we go. Fucking pour the shot. All the way up there. Here we go. The top is the part that if you fill it up, you really get fucking drunk. The fucking way that circles work, the longer the radius gets, the more fucking drink.
Shows there's a bone over there. Should I go for the bone?
important to know. Alright, Pseudo Shaman, get something with gin in it. Fucking situate yourself. This is what you receive for your fucking text-to-speech. Cheers. You fucking submarine and bitch.
Maybe I'm supposed to go to sleep.
That was gin. Alright. Oh, I don't have a fucking bottle opener. God damn it, I was gonna chase that shit with the... That ain't gonna happen now.
Pseudo Shaman, cheers. X2. Neon bitch, drink that gin, that's the good shit I am, gotta shoot that shit too. Doot do da do do.
He's talking to you.
Shoot it. Shoot it now, you should have been on time. You're late.
Well, he was already typing it out.
I'm bringing the bottle opener over here. That's what this has come down to. And I know this is going to happen to me again during PUBG, and I'll lose the match if I don't do this.
Where's this other evidence? Maybe I'm supposed to sleep it all off.
Alright, so I got this fucking...
I did not know that was gonna happen.
Pseudo Shaman, cheers. X2. The flask is literally almost empty. Eat my ass bum.
Good.
I have to eat my pickles.
But I'd like to hear from you.
Because I blew myself up.
But it's almost empty. It's not empty enough. You're failing still. In your primary mission. Fucking finish the job. You bitch.
No, that doesn't help.
You got more pickles!
And you're leaned into the camera. You want me to zoom you back out?
No, I want you to fucking leave it the fuck alone. Who gives a shit?
I'm gonna shrink you down. Because that's how you sit now. The way you're sitting. There you go. I'll just have to keep adjusting it every time you sit forward and sit back. Because you've decided to have your camera so close to you. I honestly don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do here. I'm gonna go to sleep unless he can tell me something. He doesn't tell me anything good. God, I'm gonna go to bed.
Well, fucking fuck these people.
3 hours. There. I got some sleep.
This guy is swirling around in a
He's
vortex
still here.
around you.
Wait, I found
Don't
something.
you look at the
I
sky?
found
It
something.
is swirling.
Look.
In a vortex.
There's something there.
It's a bird nest.
Maybe I shoot it or something.
Shoot it. Yeah, fucking shoot it.
Missing piece of pin heel shoe. I found a clue. Do you? I'm gonna profile this one. Okay, here. All right, I'm gonna take a look. Okay, we got grass, hair loss. Oh, he's a rash. There's hair loss. And there's a shoe. She's rubbing his head with the shoe heel, and he's getting hair loss, and that's how the murder. That's his motivation. And then a zombie sucked my dick again. It's what happened. I'm profiling. I work for the FBI.
Yep, you have to salute every officer. You should become an officer. You need to make that a goal.
Say that again? I was in my thing. I was in the zone.
Talking to Pseudo Shaman.
What? During my performance? You were talking during my performance.
My dad was the captain, so yeah, if you don't salute
So
the
while
captain,
I was
pretty
doing
rough.
my
That's not
profiling, you're just
an
gonna
officer,
fucking talk through the 30 seconds of me doing my hardcore profiling.
I'm talking to the viewers. I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, I know. I was in the middle, so you couldn't wait 2 seconds. See, look, Now Ortal has to throw a meow at you.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the same thing. It just interrupted us. I mean, what's the difference?
Fine, talk to him about his Navy shit.
Yeah, his Navy shit is cool.
Oh,
but he does have
look!
to
I can
realize
grow you now because you've decided to sit
he
back
needs
in your
to
chair.
fucking- He needs to have some goals.
He sat back in his chair. Now
his ass.
I can make him bigger again.
It's not that much, but yes, it is more. And you should make it your goal to do that. Like I mentioned. You won't have as hard a time of it as a lot of people would. So you should do it. But yeah, officers get a lot of money. That's how it works.
So my investigative
Most of the money is baked in retirement, though. Honestly,
my investigative technique is shooting bird nests. Apparently, is what I've learned in this game.
you've got another thing to profile.
All right, are you gonna profile this time? You need to profile this time. I've done it the other times.
I did it that one time. I'll do it again. It's gonna be the same though.
All right, here we go. You got to look at the clues, and so mention them in your profile when you're doing the profile.
Yep, there is a vagina-looking censored stone.
It's an upside-down vagina.
I guess this is meant to be an anti-peace sentiment then.
These
It's a
holes
Polaroid of one, so that's really all it is. It's just a
high stiletto
Polaroid
heels
of a
all around
censored
here,
vagina.
and this depression here.
And this isn't
Agent
profiling
Morgan?
anyway.
I see what happened here.
It'll come later.
Put on her shoes. Was really enjoying it. Sicko. He knelt down. And
Oh, he sucked her off?
disgusting.
Oh, so he sucked her off as he murdered her, right? After he stabbed her.
George, you certainly have a vivid imagination.
Wearing the high stiletto
interesting theory.
heels so he could reach her.
Don't you think, Zach?
So she's hanging up in the tree, he's stabby,
What was his name
stabby,
again?
and she's bleeding
The rhythm
down.
is different, but the melody's the same.
And that's when he
That's right.
sucks her off, I
Joel.
guess, right?
We really ought to introduce George to him, Zach.
Am I getting the profiling right?
Chords is
Profiling
insane.
is a little different from writing.
Like I can sing the actual or whistle
An
the
idea
actual
being
melody
interesting
over it,
doesn't
and
make
it's
fact.
exactly right. But yeah, you're right. The original
Let me enlighten you.
whistling melody that they are doing
Footprints
is
reveal that
rhythmically
one of
different,
the
but it's the
heels
same
were missing
melody.
from the shoes. And they're different from Anna's shoes that we saw at the office.
Dude, you
Furthermore,
choose your own career.
it
You
would
could
be
be
even
like
more
Musk if you
disgusting
wanted to.
evidence if he
You don't
did
have to be in the
kneel
military. I mean,
well,
you've signed a
he was
contract now, so I
suggesting
don't know how that all works. But
if you want proof.
you get out.
There's
you can
always
fucking do whatever you
dishonorable
want.
discharge. Is an
I was a
option.
teacher until I decided I
lived
wasn't a
here for
fucking teacher
reason
anymore. It's the
other
same
than
thing.
Simple perversion.
Like you just decide what you want to do. If you're not getting a good deal, you fucking cut the
was
fuck
he
loose.
doing?
Was he
Something
masturbating
else.
in front of the dying woman, Anna? Is that what they're
But
saying?
while they're taking
Oh,
care
here's
of
your
you, don't
profile.
spend your money, because then you'll be powerful when you get
All right,
out.
do your profiling. Go. Profile.
It's a shitty zombie game. There's shitty zombies everywhere.
Use the
There's
clues.
no zombies
the clues.
anywhere I see.
Go to the clues.
It's just shitty zombies.
Look at the clues.
All there are zombies.
Mention the clues.
Look at the tree. Looks just
Yeah, there we
like the
go.
zombie hand.
The back.
And those twins are guilty as
This,
fuck.
the heel.
That's the same lady I saw in the zombie land. Her heel came
heel.
down because she just wants to fucking take those shoes off anyway. That's all she ever wanted.
She wanted to take them off. That's why they
Now
broke.
I get it.
Yes.
He was kneeling to pray in front of her. Just like the twins said. She was a goddess. The unknown subject offered prayers to Anna's body. Spitting out a ton of massive body wound. Once dead Anna was transformed from an object of despite into one of worship.
The Navy does not take your taxes out. The government does, and you can get a refund if you make little
The
enough.
steps are close.
So that's
to
not
the
true.
body. And then
The federal
farther
government's
apart
taking your
going
taxes
away.
out. Everybody pays their taxes.
There was a
even in the
reason to
military.
hurry away then.
That settles it.
But you can go to the Navy Exchange and buy
Miss
goods
Stiletto
without paying
Heels is
sales
a
tax.
third party
So
here.
enjoy that.
She's not the
I
murderer.
don't get that.
No one runs
And
away
I would
from an
totally
object of
do that.
worship.
7% off is a lot. 7 to
She could be
9%
another
depending
victim
on where you
who was with
live.
Anna. Or perhaps an accomplice who fled
It's more
for
like
some
9 here, actually. Now that I think about it, it's bad.
She is also one who took whatever whatever it was Anna was holding on to in her hand.
But why? Why did she leave her here?
Only Miss Stiletto Heels knows the reason for that. She might know something about the man with the reversed peace mark, too.
The reverse pecker. Remember before the reverse pecker? The funnel dick?
Yeah. It's related.
How many women wear high stiletto heels?
This
in
is definitely a missing link that has just been repaired.
I do too, before you ask.
The thing is, she is the stiletto girl. Just to let you know.
She is?
It's her. Yep. That's the fucking twist. That's how it's done. That's what they're doing with this plot. They're gonna make her.
Why can't the stiletto person be a man?
That would be even more of a twist, but it's not.
But she's out of town for a big art auction. I heard she'll be coming back in a couple days.
Then we'll just have to give her a warm welcome home. A more immediate matter.
Why'd it get dark?
Where in
Honestly,
town can you find
you got a
something
good
like
point.
this?
You do.
It
You
should
have
be
a good
building
point.
that isn't used
I agree. They shouldn't tax
with
you
either
guys.
a
That'd
lot
be an
of
easy way to
metal
get
or metal
extra money to
machinery
you
or
as
something
well.
like that.
But
The old
that's not how it
lumber
works.
mill.
We all get taxed. Everybody gets taxed.
Then it's time to really get this show on the road.
You're true about
Could you
that
guide
too.
me to
Taxing
this
the rich gets
perfect
you more
setting
money.
for extravagant
But
murder?
We can't even pay off our debts with the fucking
yeah, the
tax money
reality
we
is
have.
our country has a financial problem because we don't understand how to spend money and save money. And it doesn't matter what you make. If you understand how to budget something properly, you can be fine. Unless you're making so little that you cannot like eat and put a house over you, or like a apartment or whatever it is. Like, you don't need a lot to do that. So after that, budgeting becomes something. Countries and towns and states are no different than that. They have what they need to do, and then they've got more than that. And honestly, they only need to do what they need to do, and we need to get that shit paid off. When I got a mortgage, I paid that shit off in less than a year. It was a 20-year mortgage, but fuck that. I'm not gonna pay that. Like, that's bullshit. It's just a bunch of interest. We're paying it to China and shit too. China, honestly, I don't believe in world rivalries, but I do believe in bad governments, and China has a bad government, and I wish it wasn't like that. Like, the people are cool. They're cool people. So, like, they should be cool, and it'd be better if their government was better. But anyway, you're gonna get taxed, though. You're gonna get taxed no matter where you're at. It's a good opinion. I agree with you. I agree with you. People who are being employed to die for the American country should be not taxed. I totally agree with you. But I doubt that's going to happen. You get a bunch of stuff, but nobody gets out of taxes. Nobody. That's how it works. Taxes are some bullshit, though. Reality is, though, we need to change the way we budget shit and get our shit in order. We need to get that shit paid off so that we are the most powerful economic nation in the world instead of being stupid like we are. We're dumb, and eventually it's going to catch up to us. And then it's not going to work well. It's not. When that finally happens, that'll be a fucking chess move from countries that aren't the United States toward us that's not good. And since we're divided into countries right now, because that's what we are as a human fucking society, that's what we do. We divide ourselves into countries. Since we're doing that, we might as well pay all this shit off. Since we're in this country, it's probably the right thing to do. That's what I think. I don't believe in a bunch of fucking crazy conservative nonsense. Like, about your rights as an individual. You get to do whatever you want to do. I don't think that people should fucking not be gay or whatever the fuck they want to be, or do whatever the fuck they want to do, or take whatever drugs they want to do. They can do whatever they want. But the bottom line is that we need to meet our fucking financial responsibilities, and we should get it done so that we're more powerful than other people. That's what I think. And then if we can ever consolidate into actually a real society, a human society, instead of countries, which is a long time coming, but if it ever happens, we won't be in a position where we're going to be in debt to people, which I don't want to be in the position of that. No matter how the world goes, however that happens, whether there's a fucking whole world human society or not, I don't want to be in debt to motherfuckers. I don't. I wish I wasn't as a country. I'm not as a human being. It's better not being like that. It feels better. You have more power too. It's really nice. Can't believe our country's in such a weak position. I mean, I remember being in debt. It's weak as shit. It's so weak. It sucks. And it gets worse as you do it. It doesn't go away. Like, that's the problem. People don't get it. This shit doesn't go away. You can fucking die and that won't go away, which is messed up. That's why people keep buying into this horse shit. I don't see the long fucking picture. I might not be dead in 100 years. I might be dead in 300 years. We got fucking AI that can fucking talk to our ass now and code shit. You don't think that shit's gonna fucking cure some aging problems in the next fucking 40 years? It is. You should care about this shit. You should care about the debt, because you might have to fucking deal with it. Even though you think you're gonna be dead, you might not be dead. You gotta think about that. There are people out there that really give a shit.
All right.
Whether we die at 100 years old or 200.
We're talking about government stuff? Did I miss the government stuff?
I was ranting. I was giving a big old rant.
Last I heard was the Ben Franklin quote, which is death or taxes. There's two things that are assured in life, I think is the quote, right? Death and taxes.
That's true. Yeah, those are that's a quote.
I read something that he was actually a spy for the British government.
So I'll fill you in on this discussion. It's very easy. Pseudo Shaman thinks the military shouldn't be taxed on their salary. I said I agreed with that. And then I went on to talk about how the United States was really not handling its finances in a way that I feel is powerful at all. It's handling its finances in a very weak way. In a way I would never do for myself or never recommend for anyone that I know.
Well, the government acts in a way where they don't have the money to spend on this. Like, you know what we should do? Raise the debt ceiling. Okay, now we have money to spend on this. Next year rolls around. You know what? We don't have enough money, or our credit or whatever that we set for ourselves is too low. We actually can't spend as much money as we want. You know what we should do? Raise the debt ceiling. And everyone's just okay with that. It's like every year you just raise your credit limit.
Because they
and then
think they're
spend
going to
more.
die. We were talking about this, and I was telling people that they should be aware that they may live to be 200 years old. Because if that happens, they are actually going to have to deal with it. And it will probably happen.
But why can't
I don't think you're going to die at 80. I don't. I think you're going to die at like 150. Because I think that technology is going to go so forward in the next 20 years that that's going to be a thing. And we're just going to miss having 400 and 500 year lifetimes. That's what I also think. You and I are going to be on the fucking tail end of horse shit not being able to be recovered. And other people are just going to be recovered from youth.
I'm gonna bring this back to the planet Earth, if you don't mind, which is...
You could do that.
Why don't we have someone... I don't know how you got from government spending to rope cybernetic lifespans.
No,
Was-
I'm
but
not
that's
talking
ba-
about
I- you-
cybernetics at
yeah,
all. I'm
you-
talking about artificial intelligence and genoming, actually.
Man,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's what I'm
continue.
talking
I'm gonna
about.
power through. So the way
Go
I'm gonna
ahead,
power
power through.
through is, you went from government spending to technology and cyber enhancements and
Yes,
stuff adding to your
they're
lifespan,
related.
which I don't really get how you got from one to the other. That really makes no sense to me.
No, it's because the only reason that people don't care about the debt is because they will be dead before it actually has any consequences.
Okay, sure. That was your
That
segue.
is my point.
That was your
and
segue.
that is why I
got it.
got there. And that is also going to happen.
And-
So I'm telling people to
got it.
fucking wake up and realize that.
In any case, I don't understand why people are so focused on this issue that, well, why can't we just have people who care about spending within what we take in? Why is that so hard for Washington to accomplish?
I don't know. I do it for myself. It's okay.
So every
I
year
know I can do
Washington
it.
decides,
Why can't they do it?
oh, we're getting in records amount of money through taxes and stuff. Record amounts, right? In the last
Of
couple.
course, yeah.
And their
Definitely.
reaction is, you know what we should do? Spend even more than we're getting in again. Just like we did the year before that, just like we did before the year that, just before like we did
Some
the year
people
before
live
that.
their lifestyle like that. There are people who live like that, and some of them are very successful, and some of them have horrific and life-changing problems. The thing is, I don't want my country to be in a position of risk. That's what it comes down to. I wish I could have a fucking say in it, but I don't.
Unfortunately, though, it has to be an actual issue.
And
for
you
people.
have to vote Republican to even have a prayer of that being addressed at this point. And I don't like what the Republican Party stands for.
Because their social politics are terrible.
It's horrible. What the
I
fuck
get
is
it.
wrong with them? So we've got this issue where the finances are being spent in such a shitty way, and you've got Democrats that are so fucking naive that they're just trying to be good. They are in their hearts, but they're dumb and they don't understand how money and fucking numbers are.
You
They can't
spend
do
your
the
way
math.
out of problems. You spend your way out of
The
problems.
math problem, and the thing is that we've got people on one side who are actually smarter than the other people in most ways, but don't have math skills. And then there's the other people who hold literal fucking financial stability hostage for being a fucking complete dick. I don't get it. It's fucked. That is a fucked situation.
What do you mean, hold
the
it for being
people
a
in our
dick? What do you
country
mean
to be
exactly?
in? That's what we're in.
Hold it hostage for being a dick? What does that mean exactly?
That means that if I want to vote for financial smart decisions, I also have to vote for things like not giving Disney their own fucking place, or not fucking allowing people who believe.
Yeah, you have to buy the whole
actually
basket. You have to
things
buy the whole
other-
basket of ideas. That's difficult.
It's all the bad things, and there's a lot of bad things that the Republican Party gets behind, and I don't understand why
Yeah,
they do that.
their
Like,
their
it
social
doesn't make
politics are
sense.
terrible, but their
It's bad, and
their
the fact that
fiscal
these are
responsibility is
related
better, but
also,
their social
it makes no
politics are
sense.
worse.
I don't understand why there are not more people on the earth who think that those stupid social policies are dumb, and that the fucking financial policies of the Democrats are stupid too. I don't understand why there's not more people who understand that, because they're both true.
Well, 'cause
It's so
what it comes
true.
down to is there's this way to get votes, right? Within this community or this demographic, which is, I'm going to do these good things for you. And then you deliver on those good things, and that gets you votes. And
Yes,
and
it
the
does.
thing is, your constituents don't care that you increase the debt. That doesn't affect them. They got the things. I gave you the things. I created financial instability for the country for the next 100 years, but I got
That's
you
the
those
problem.
things. They're like, oh, I'm glad I got the things. My grandchildren could pay for this problem in the future.
Exactly, that's the issue. But the
Yes.
truth is that technology has advanced so much in the last 1 year, that it is impossible that we are not going to live longer. We are going to. We're going to have to deal with this shit. It's not just a fuck it, like, Yuna can take care of it situation. She can. But it's like, why aren't you thinking about yourself? You should think about yourself. I don't understand.
I don't
It drives me
understand
crazy.
why it's okay that even though Washington brings in records amount of money in the last 2 years, they still continue to raise the debt ceiling. And everyone's just like, oh, that's what we're supposed to do.
Record amounts of money minus the inflation, which is happening at a very huge rate. It's insane.
But why does
feel
nobody
really bad
care
for the
that
people at the low end
Washington
and
just
the high end
continuously raises the
for
debt
the
ceiling?
inflation.
Why isn't there a goal to not raise the debt ceiling? Shouldn't that be a goal? Like, I don't get it. Why is that not a goal, to not raise the debt ceiling at all? Wouldn't that be good?
That should be a goal. That should be like a promise by whoever the presidential candidate is. It probably will be by some dickhole that thinks religion should be put in schools. I cannot deal with this shit. It's so dumb. Why do we have to fucking deal with horse shit like that? Why can't we just fucking be cool with each other and stuff? Like, why can't we also fucking not spend all the money? We don't have to.
Because they got to do those
Believe me,
good things.
There are areas so fucking poor that deal with not having money. The rich people don't need that money to fucking fix their potholes. They can go fix them. Whatever needs to happen, we can actually, honestly, the potholes still need to be fixed. The money can be cut elsewhere. There's dumb money being spent everywhere. It's ridiculous how much dumb money is being spent, and it needs to be dealt with. It needs to be dealt with in a way that doesn't fucking marginalize people and fucking make a bunch of people's freedom go away, which is what they're doing when they fucking try to fuck with the LGBT, I don't know the fucking thing, but it's whatever, all that.
LGBTQ.
They should do whatever the fuck they want to do. They can do everything. They should be able to get married whatever the fuck way they want to do. They can do whatever they want to their fucking bodies. You know? That's what you got to do.
As long as they're 18, right? That's where the point of contention is for some of these parents getting surgery for their underage children.
One. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough right there. Honestly, there's some tough shit with that. But you've got to think about the human body. 18 is a little late. But it has to be before that they hit puberty for sure. Because that would be abuse.
To do what?
Like, if someone fucking decided that for me before that shit ever hit me, I didn't give a fuck about girls when I was fucking 6. That didn't fucking kick in until I was like 12 years old. So when that shit kicks in, right? When that kicks in, it shouldn't be about the parents at all. It should be about the kid.
No,
and there should be a point.
People under 18 are getting surgery because their parents signed the paperwork for them to get surgery regarding their genitalia and gender and so forth. That's
I
what
think
we're talking
that
about.
Honestly, they're signing paperwork because the kid wants to do it.
Well,
it's a kid. The kid can do what they want to do.
Kids are highly influenced by their parents, are they not?
They are very, very much influenced by their parents. Which is why it should probably be like 15 or 16.
The point I'm trying to make, though, like, if you have someone who's a MAGA guy, he's into Trump, and, like, let's just say that child is less likely to be of the mindset of, like, you know what, I feel like I'm a girl and I want to get... But if you're talking about someone who's far left, liberal, they're going to be more like, oh, you know, if you feel like you're a girl, you're a girl. They're going to be more nurturing to anything that comes out of the kid's head. If they watch a movie, they'll, you know, they're not going to be like, they're going to obstruct those thoughts.
I think it should really be about individuality, no matter how the decision is made. I can't fucking put an age on that shit. That's messed up, and I don't know how to do it. But it's not my place.
We're not
I don't
talking
even
about
live in that realm.
What you
I'm not
think.
there.
We're talking about acting on it with surgery. That there's a big difference between those two things.
Yeah, there is. That's what I'm saying. Like, no. And if you're 3 years old and you think you're a girl and you're a boy, that's cool. You be a girl. I'm cool with that. But the thing is,
we're getting to like 15 years old, 14, 15, 16, deciding on the surgery part. And the parents signing paperwork, which has happened.
Well, the thing is, the parents have to sign paperwork because the kid doesn't have any rights.
Do you think that should be allowed?
This
for
is
a 15-year-old
no, what I think,
teenager.
my views go further than that. I think kids should have more rights than they do.
Deadly Premonition's a great game. So
it's not about just that right.
This is what Deadly Premonition's all about.
at 16 than they do. I think they should have the right to do everything at 16, actually. Like, I think they should be able to smoke, drink, do whatever the fuck they need to do. Like, and join the military, all of that. I think that 16 should be the age. And it's because it's just when I felt like I was not belonging anymore in what I lived in at 16. Like at 16, I was like, this is just a big mess around me and I'm not doing anything. Nothing's happening.
So are you trying to say at 16 you should be able to have your sex organs taken out?
Yeah, I think you should be able to pretty much do everything at 16.
Did you do anything at 16 that you regret?
Yeah, of course, but I don't really regret it.
I mean, you have to add, to me, 16 sounds a little young to me.
One action
18
in my
is what
whole
we
life,
decided.
honestly.
I mean, 18 was kind of arbitrarily decided as being a grown-up. I understand it's kind of arbitrary.
I literally regret one action in my whole life, and the rest of it all led me to today, and I'm happy for it. If I could take one thing back, I don't know if the butterfly effect would fuck me, but...
Are you going to go into what the one you brought it up? So what's this one action? Is it a taboo? You can't talk about it?
I stabbed a girl with a pencil in the fucking arm, and it fucked her up and left a mark forever.
Like it went through?
She was fucking hitting me and shit, but like that doesn't matter. She probably liked me. I don't know what the fuck. I was a dumbass. But I wish I hadn't done that. I was very little. But
how old?
Let me try to figure that out.
Like third grade, second grade?
Fourth grade.
Fourth grade, okay.
It was fourth grade. That was a big mistake. I wish I hadn't done that. But other than that, I've never done anything I regret. Literally nothing. And I know it all led me to here, so even that, I wouldn't take it back because I know it might not get me here. I'm happy here. It's a good spot. So, like, I don't want to fuck it up. I wouldn't fuck the timeline
Pseudo
up
said, when I was 16, I was smoking weed and not giving a fuck about anything. Where Jillian replies, says, the U.S. jacked all the ages up, unlike other countries that are not extremely religious.
There are a lot of countries that do it at 16, and it's just fine. It is. That's part of the reasoning that I have behind that. It's about rights, though. It's about freedom. Like, you really feel your freedom go away at the end of high school. You feel that freedom not being there.
Yeah,
it hurts.
You know, one of the weird things about the founding of this country, you know how they always think, like, in the past, the world was more religiously bent and oriented in terms of, like...
It was fucked back then.
I know, but hold on, I'm leading up to something, which is...
Okay.
During, you know, in the United States, you know, there was sort of a culture of not wanting to be part of the Catholic Church, not wanting to be part of the Church of England, which broke off from the Catholic Church famously, you know, and there's like this, if you guys know about this political figure, I mean, historical figure, his name was Cromwell. You know who Cromwell is?
I don't. You'd have to give me another name.
Well, he like took over.
Joseph? What's his name?
I mean, I'll look up his first name if that's important to you.
It's the only way I'm gonna know if it's the right person, and I might not even know what the fuck is.
Adelaine. Wait, no, it's
nope.
not right. No, that's not. It's not right. Hold on.
Nope, I don't know.
Oliver Cromwell.
Oliver, I also don't know.
So he took over England, and he kind of made it into like a religious, like completely owned by the religious. You know what I mean? Like, let's see it. Like now that I have it looked up, though. Widely regarded as one of the most important statesmen in English history, came to prominence in 1639 to 1652, Wars of the Three Kingdoms. But basically he's known as sort of installing a very religious state in England. So I'm saying when the founding fathers in America came about, they went like, hey, we want to separate church and state, right? That was one of their things. And so, for instance, they had like a Pledge of Allegiance, and they had, for instance, you know, money and stuff, but they did not put like in the actual, people don't know this, the actual Pledge of Allegiance does not have under God in it. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Like,
it's lame that it does have it now. I don't
So-
deny God, but I don't think that that's right. You know what I mean? Like, that's not right.
It was originally published. Let me see what
You
this
should
is.
rename your stream just chatting. But I like it. It's better than fucking whatever that is.
A brief history of the Pledge of Allegiance. Let me see if this backs up what I'm bringing up here. Yeah. The U.S. Pledge of Allegiance to the flag was written in 1892 by a then 37-year-old minister named Francis Bellamy. The original version of Bellamy's pledge read, I pledge allegiance to the flag and the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. By not specifying to which flag or which republic allegiance was being pledged, Bellamy suggested the pledge could be used by any country as well as the United States. Of course, he did not mention under God in the original. But it was changed later to have under God in it. And, for instance, the original money circulating in the United States did not say in God we trust.
Really?
No, did not. They added that
good
later.
for them. They did it right the first time. They fucked it up after that.
So you have all this like kind of crowing back to, oh, the founding
we all
fathers
don't.
are
That's
so
the
great.
thing.
But it's like, you know what the founding fathers were really hardcore about? Not saying anything on their like on the money, on anything that indicated a religion, and they did not put in God we trust on their currency.
Hell no. Why would they do that? Like, the truth is, some people don't, and they're in this country paying taxes, and they're part of the force. Why the fuck would we put that on our money? Makes no sense. It makes no sense. I don't deny God. I don't. Why the fuck is that on the money? Some people do.
So to me,
it's supposed
like,
to be our country. Everyone, including people who deny that shit.
So to me, like, if you want to do like Pledge of Allegiance, you could just like stop on the under God part, just because it's kind of weird to bring that into the whole.
Honestly, don't take that pledge. I don't do it. I don't do it. I don't do that shit. That shit is not required, and I do not do it. Thank God it's not required. It's required in some
you had to do it in school,
situations,
didn't
like
you?
School.
You had to say it in
I
school.
don't think I had to. I didn't
Really?
know I had a
Oh, you didn't grow up. Well, you grew up
I
in
was
Texas,
in a military
right?
family. I didn't understand I had the ability to conscientiously object because I didn't understand what I was even saying at the time it was happening. Okay? When they were indoctrinating us in those elementary schools, I did not know what I was saying. So I didn't conscientiously object because I didn't have a problem with it. I was in a military family that taught me that before I ever even walked into this school. I believed it too. So it didn't offend me because at that time I thought that God was an unqualifiable truth because I was a child that was taught that. And that's what children do. They believe what they are taught because nothing disproves it. It's how it is. And if something does disprove it in their adulthood life or whatever, maybe it gets cast away. But as a child, you believe what is put in front of you unless it's clearly denied.
Well, to me, like, God can be a very abstract concept, and then it's not that.
It's very abstract. It is. It's very abstract, which is lucky. That's why that pledge is still the way it is. Only people who deny God are really excluded in the Pledge of Allegiance with that respect. But I feel like excluding those people is wrong and against what this country was founded to do. You know?
Yeah.
And I don't even know if there's a God. There might not be. I'm not a God believer either.
I mean, if you just water down the meaning of God enough into just intelligence in the universe, then you could say the normal cohesion and intelligence to the universe.
You could say the greater good, and I would be absolutely all for it. That's all you need to say. One of the best philosophers I've ever met that's living.
To me, like, you don't have to you have to have like, oh, is it the Old Testament God or is it the Hebrew God? Is it
would always substitute greater good for God in every instance, and that philosopher was such a good one.
Well, let me ask you this, because this to me is the only way to like say whether you don't believe in God at all, which is this question: do you think that the laws of the universe, in terms of like the fact that there is a planet Earth and life, or that there is a sun and there's a solar system and there's all these other solar systems working with each other,
Okay.
do you think all of it is just by chance? Like it's just
no,
because
I don't.
Well,
I don't think that.
So
no.
all you have to believe, to me, that there is an intelligence to the system of the universe, and that there may be is perhaps an architect to some degree.
There's definitely intelligence. There's no question about that.
So
That's
you could
empirical.
abstractly say that is the God effect.
Yeah, you can can say what you want. I am in the land of I really don't know, and the things I do know fascinate me so much. I think we are perceiving with our senses the entirety of our existence in a way that is totally blinded from ways other than our focal point, and that's how I think things are happening. And when we're dead, we may or may not see more of that. I have no idea.
When you say viewing the entirety of your lives, are you saying because...
No. The viewing the entirety of existence, different than life. Because your life is not existence. We are taking the entirety of life before us as well and after us, and we are processing it with our senses. We see the past and the future, and we see and hear and taste and smell and perceive time, and we also understand the feelings of living things around us as well, which is this other sense. There's a lot of senses we have, and all that shit, it's all working together, and we are not seeing when I say see, we are not perceiving everything. That's what I think. I think that there's more to it. Like we've got creatures, the living creatures that cannot fucking hear, and we got living creatures out there that fucking can't see. Like they're out there, they have no idea what that even is. Their world is that. That's what they go through their
even some
fucking
mammals
existence
like
as.
the moles and stuff that are blind.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm saying that senses, we just assume that we know it all. We don't. We have more than 5 senses, and they don't even recognize our sense of time or our sense of understanding the feeling of living things around us. They do not understand this. And yet, even with all that, we also don't understand existence in ways that if you
lesser
had a different
beings
sense,
experience it.
that you would be able to
what
understand.
we call lesser
and when
beings.
you're dead, your existence will change. There is no denying that. It will change. It will either change to not being anything or something else. It's really Boolean at that point. You're going to be nothing or
there's
something.
An actual reverberation of all the things you've accomplished in life and whether that persists at all.
There's that. The reverberation is not what I'm saying something is. You are going to be either nothing or something.
Maybe you just live
or you're going to be physically energy or something like that.
But maybe you just live off of the memories of what people thought about you or still think about you.
You don't know what you live. Live is a term that we made up
Exists
for being
off
alive
of.
here. It's something else.
But let me say this, though, that I've been waiting to say, which is I think it's very interesting, right? We live in this age where we have an ability to literally see things that happened 100 years ago.
Yeah, we do.
But
it's ridiculous.
But think about how many generations in time before us were not... All the people who existed never saw anything that happened, even 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Never saw anything that happened.
That's
all you do is read about it.
Expectancy is going to go up.
Isn't it insane?
I'm not joking about that.
There's only the last 5 to 7 generations of human beings have been able to hear or see things that happened previously. Isn't that insane?
That is insane.
I mean, it's crazy
That's
to
insane.
me. Everyone else before the current 7 or 8 generations never saw or heard anything that happened in the past. You had to read it. You had to literally just read what some guy put down.
And you had to believe it too. It was just the same back then. Like, you see the internet full of fake shit. You think there weren't fake books? There were.
That's an interesting point. Fake history, right? You know, they always say history is written by the
The
victors.
fakeness is so open to us now because it's everywhere. It's so easily identified. But the truth is, the fakeness hasn't just been born now. It's always been out there. It's ridiculous.
Well, the common thing is history is written by the victors.
We're just multiplying everything right now. That's what's happening. And the age of AI has approached us and hit us. We're in it now. We've been in it for a while. And this shit is just, technology is going to progress at a rate that is going to be unprecedented. It's ridiculous. I'm so lucky that I'm alive. I can watch it.
You know, you see evolution, how it affects animals and their ability to improve their ability to survive and have better, you know, ability to protect themselves from other predators, the ability to consume plants, you know, that previous animals couldn't survive what's currently in the environment. But what's crazy about human beings to me,
we aren't good at that.
But what's crazy to me is our evolution, our brains somehow latched on to the linguistic lobes in the brain about how important it is to convey information to other members of the species, and how that skill will add to our eventual, like, basically domination of the world.
Basically, but also
it all
that
stemmed
same
from
skill.
That
and
the having
goes against
and
us.
having this. This is really important.
Natural selection's very interesting.
This right here, an ability to grab things, hold things,
because humans
manipulate
kill
things.
each other. That's the problem with humans. They kill each other in mass, and they're not evolving in the way that is going to propagate their species for a long time.
Yet the population has doubled in the last 20 years.
We're fine now. That's not the issue. It's when the AI comes in, it multiplies everything. We've already learned to wipe out 100,000 people in one shot. We've already learned how to do that and did it. We know we can wipe way more than 100,000 out. Way more.
By doing
now.
what? What do you mean?
Nuking people. And that's just a little thing that we can already do. AI multiplies the way that we do things by like tons of times. Everything. Like whether it's making a fucking cake, or whether it's fucking coding some shit, or whether it's fucking blowing shit up. It's going to progress us like forward to see things we don't see about problems. It's all about problem solving. And we're going to solve our problems as a species at a rate that is so fast now that all these problems being solved are also going to be, they're not like math problems. You have to understand, they don't have to actually be a problem. They could create a problem too. Like if the problem is there are too many people on the earth, then that's a problem also that can be solved. It's that is the issue. And the way we're evolving is not really natural selection perfect. It's fucked up.
You know, you've ever think of this? You know how you always think about like the robot or AI apocalypse, they wipe us out. But what about just...
They're not going to wipe us out.
Hold on, let me
it's
finish.
It's going to be our shit that wipes us out.
I know, but hold on, let me finish. So let's just say we have an AI or whatever that decides, I'm going to wipe out the human race. But why even bother killing the humans who currently exist?
No, an AI will assist.
Let me finish my fucking thought. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead. All right. Let's go to your thought.
Let me finish my thought.
That's not my thought. All right,
please let me finish my thought.
All right, go. Here's your thought.
So you always see depicted like the AI and robots like terminating or whatever the human race.
Yeah, they terminate or they take everything over.
Wouldn't it be easier? Let's say you're an AI. What about I just sterilize the entire human race?
That would be a lot easier to do.
And then just time will solve the problem for you.
They just poison the water. That's all you got to do.
No, but I'm saying like not even like, you know what? They could all live out their lives. I'm not hurting any current living human being. It's the most humane way to wipe them out. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to sterilize all of them, and they can't reproduce. And 100 years from now, they're gone. And I did
unless the AI invents a way for them to live longer, which it will.
The point I'm trying to mean, like
not that AI, a different one, because AIs are everywhere. There's different kinds. The thing is that there's all these different computer neural networks that are various degrees of intelligence about various different things, but we're making them at such a fast rate now that which one's going to do what thing, right? That guy could sterilize everyone. The other AI could get everybody to be to the point where they can be alive for the whole time. It's really different now. Things are different.
So you
think I'm nuts, but I'm not.
So yeah, that'd be more. I'm looking at Terminator scenarios. So what if there was Skynet 1 and Skynet 2, but they're battling each other? So there's one AI trying to destroy the human race, but at the same time there's another AI trying to prevent that AI and assist the humans. I know they kind of do that with Arnold turning into a good guy, I guess, in Terminator 2. But what if it was done in a more global setting and not just like an actual robot?
Do you believe we are going to heaven? That is a question that's good. No, I don't. But I do believe we are going into a different kind of existence that may or may not be better than this one. It'll certainly be different.
But with the sterilization thing, like, to me, it's like it's always dramatic in movies and novels and scripts and stuff. But what if it was like less dramatic and just like, oh God, we're all sterile. What do we do? I guess the AI won because we don't know how to. So now we have to try to make.
It could be like that. It could go like that. That's kind of how. That's the same way as the War of the Worlds ended, kind of. Like they just got killed by fucking bacteria, right? Like anything could happen to the human race.
A little anticlimactic because nothing blew up, is what you're saying. It's just like they just all keel over because the bacteria got them.
Yep, exactly. It's not only anticlimactic, but it's also just like the reason behind it is very straightforward, and it's done. But they'd have to actually sterilize us through some sort of means, which would mean they'd probably have to take all of the water in the earth somehow, and by means of controlling whatever kind of chemical processes we had, sterilize us. That would be the situation we'd have to put ourselves in before that could happen to us.
But yeah, it's interesting.
I don't think we're going to be in that situation for a while. I think we will be in the situation, though, where this shit is going to be everywhere, and it's going to be solving all kinds of problems. Problems for good people and problems for bad people, and that's the issue.
Well, yeah, that's
the bad people's problems are going to get solved, too.
Any tool that could be used for good could be turned around and used for evil. So
correct. That's the problem. That's the issue. But aside from that, there's going to be some big changes. That's all I know.
One of the things people think about, like how corruption wins and evil wins a lot, and like the greed rules the world, and all these negative, pessimistic things. But sometimes I think about the fact, like for instance, that there has not been a single nuclear attack since the United States did on Japan in a war setting.
No, there hasn't, and there might be one on Russian territory very soon.
The idea that from 1945, where the bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, right? It was 1945, I believe.
Right.
And that's a 60 plus 20 minus 3 minus 2. So in the 118 years since, wait.
No, incorrect. 80 or so. It's something like 80.
I added 100 for some reason. I don't know why.
80 or so is fine.
But if you went back in time to, like, let's just say all the big minds back in the day, back in 1945 or weeks after, where people were like, oh my God, I can't believe there's a weapon this powerful. And you're like, what do you think the odds are no one else uses one of those for the next 80 something years? People are like, like 0.5%?
Yep.
Because what happens in history is when you have the ability to do something, you don't just elect not to when your whole well-being or your sovereignty is challenged. It's highly unlikely.
Correct.
So it's kind of, to me, it's like we're so lucky we have not triggered World War III already.
I agree. I think it's going to happen in the next 3 weeks, but
a nuclear exchange.
I think there's going to be a nuclear detonation around the scale of the Hiroshima blast, which is not a lot compared to what like the Tsar Bomba is, which is the biggest one.
But why would it
Russia
be so?
Also made.
But why would it be such a? You're talking about like a tactical nuke?
Yeah, I am. I'm talking about a tactical nuke, and that is still a nuke, and it's still nasty. But I think that's going to happen very soon in Russian territory, in the actual Russian territory.
And how will NATO respond to that?
They can't. They're just gonna have to deal with it.
They're not going to say anything or do anything.
They'll probably sanction them again.
What is there left to
that.
sanction?
A lot. There's a lot of individuals. In fact, you can sanction every individual. There's a lot of sanctions left.
So sanctions.
You don't think there isn't? There's a lot of sanctions left.
Like, give a
Tons.
specific of what you're talking about.
No Russian citizens can transfer money at all.
They've already done that.
No, they haven't.
They've removed Russia from the SWIFT system.
That SWIFT
right?
is not enough. No, there's every system.
That's all we control is the SWIFT system. That's what we took them off
Sanctions
of.
make things illegal. They don't control anything.
Oh, you're saying
We
make
make
illegal
it totally
anyone...
illegal for everything. That's what I'm saying. You can do that. I'm not saying you should. I'm saying that you can. That's probably what will happen if that kind of thing happens. But the things they're attacking their own country, it's in their own territory, right? And they're normalizing it by doing it. So what can they do? It's not an attack on anything other than themselves. There's nothing even written into any of this shit about what happens if someone nukes themselves. Nuclear testing has been going on forever. We've nuked ourselves tons of times.
We're not...
Yeah, they may kill their own people.
Yeah, but the goal is not to kill anyone in those tests.
Yeah, of course. They're going to kill their own people, but they do that anyway. They do that in
Are
mass.
you talking about nuking inside of Ukraine or nuking inside of
Russia? Inside of fucking Russia.
You're saying Ukraine's going to do it?
No, I'm saying Russia's going to do it inside of Russia.
Why? Why would they do that?
Because Ukraine is in... not Ukraine. I don't know if it's Ukraine or not, but separatists are fighting inside of Russia on the border region. That's what's going to get nuked.
Explain this further. What are you talking about?
You don't know? Okay, so
what?
On the border of Russia and Ukraine proper, not what Russia controls, but on the actual Ukrainian-Russian border, there are places where Ukrainian sympathizers and or separatists from Russia or whatever you want to call them, but people not on the side of Russia are in Russian territory occupying Russian cities at this time. That has happened. What do you mean doing what? They're occupying.
Are you saying? Oh, let me.
They're in control.
Let me ask you this. So you're saying the mayor of this town, of whatever, you can't name the town because you don't know. It's like, I declare we are no longer part of Russia. Is that what you're saying?
No, there is no mayor. There's a military there.
Doing what?
You don't understand.
Waiting around to be killed by Russia? Is that their plan? What kind of a plan is that?
There's also the people who still live in the city.
And so they defect.
Military people.
Their plan
when
is
militaries occupy
their plan
places,
is to defect and wait around for Russia to kill them. Was that their plan? Why? What kind of a plan is that?
I don't know what their fucking plan is.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. What you're talking about?
No, I'm just talking about the news in the last 2 days. All right, that's all I'm talking about.
All right, I guess I'll Google this.
Yes, please do.
Look about Russia.
Russian separatists or Ukrainian separatists. They are over the Russian border right now. And Russia is probably going, in my opinion, to nuke one of these places that's taken over.
I don't see this. I don't know what nothing's coming up for me. There were separatists for when they're talking about like Russia's separatists, meaning that they...
Yes, that was in Ukraine. That was a different situation.
Hold on.
Talking about Ukrainian separatists.
No, you're not describing this at all well. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Doing my best.
Well, okay. What I think you're talking about, and you tell me when I'm wrong, is that what happens is there's like local governments in Ukraine, like for instance the Donbass region in Crimea.
That's a different. Okay. There's a.
Those regions, the Russians would install politicians who would then have an agenda of
they're
becoming
not installing
separatists.
Politicians. They're just taking over militarily.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They're taking over militarily.
Show me an article. Go on Google and show me an article.
They're taking over militarily.
Go on Google and show me what you're talking about.
Okay, fine. God, you really are a chore.
And now you've grown 2 times in size.
Yeah, you suck. Fuck
You have
you.
grown
You were the
2
cause.
times in
You're
size.
the cause. Dumbass. Anyway. Every time you're the cause. I don't want to go up in the face of this shit. It's you.
Why don't you have your camera further away? Look, it doesn't happen to me. Look, I'm not growing 2 times my size. I'm a regular person, just moving forward and backwards. See that? Look at that. I'm maintaining my dimensions as I do so. That's how you actually set up your fucking stream environment. And I can yell today because no one's in my house. It's such a good feeling. Other than me, just cats. They don't care when I yell. I don't think. Waiting for this article. Can't wait. Can't wait about this article about separatists in Russia who are proclaiming they're not part of Russia because that's what it means to be a separatist.
No one's proclaiming they're not part of Russia.
Then what are you talking about? You said in Russia, did you not? Not Ukraine.
Yes, I did. They're in Russia. Nobody's saying
it. Not they're Russia separatists in Ukraine. They are separatists in Russia. And that's where I think you're getting confused and messing up your whole whatever the fuck you're trying to say.
All right, here is something about it.
All right, send it over to me. Send it into the Twitch or...
I'll send it in the Discord so
all right.
you can have it. You bitch. I don't know how to do that, but I'll figure it out.
You don't know how to copy and paste? It's Control C.
Copied and paste.
It's
I've
Control
copied already.
C.
I don't know how to paste.
And then it's Control V.
No, it's in the
chat. Yeah,
chat.
that's how it goes.
There. That's one article about it, but there are many. There are many articles about it. It's not just about that. That article is sharing my opinion. But aside from the opinion I have, there are more articles, way more articles about the situation, which is true. My opinion has not happened yet.
This has so far not what you're saying. Nothing about separatists. In fact, I'm going to do a search for separatist. Nothing. Not
what
one
does that say, though? That's exactly what I'm talking about.
It says nothing about separatists. I just searched for separatists.
Look,
nothing.
You don't understand what you're talking about. Read
Here,
that article.
Wait. First off, I even though I've only...
I'm going to put it in the
give me a second. Can I say something?
I'm putting in the chat now.
May I please speak?
I'm putting your chat.
May I please
wasn't gonna
speak?
Do this.
May I please speak?
I'm not gonna hit enter yet.
I'm not even reading it because I'm just asking you over and over if I can speak. Well, you just yammer on and on about how you're putting it in the chat. So can I? On my own fucking stream?
You can speak.
So, this guy that you refer to is part of a private military group who works for Russia, but he's recently had a falling out where he feels like where the Russian military is like trying to kill him.
Correct.
So
they're fighting each other.
That
is actually happening too.
He's putting out a lot of information that is anti-Russian, and this has nothing.
That's not anti-Russian. That's different. Like you can see.
What you just posted is just talking about how they're going to nuke their own border town because they're having conflicts with.
Yes, they're having.
But it has nothing to do with separatists. It has nothing to do with people who identified as Russia deciding they're not Russian anymore, which is what a separatist means.
It has everything.
I don't think you know what separatist means. Separatist means
separatist is when you take a person who lives in their own country and convert them to not want to be that anymore.
Well, that's not what this is about.
That's what's happening, though. So
why is there no mention of separatists in the article?
That article is supporting the nuke thing that I talked about, not the separatist part. The separatist part is in other articles that you can also read.
Oh, the other articles that you can't find. You can't find those articles, can you?
I found not only the article.
Send me the article
that shows that in
Why
Russian territory.
don't you send me an article that has the word separatist
they are having
in it?
Fighting going on.
Why don't you send me an article that has the word separatist?
I'm not sending any more articles to you, Byte Binge.
Oh,
I'm not.
You're not gonna do it. Well, then I guess we're gonna have to
I'm
play.
gonna send the one
we're
that
go-
I was
we're
talking
gonna have
about to you.
Then I guess we're gonna have to play PUBG or
out
something.
to the chat so that can be out there and you can
All right,
understand what I'm
are we
talking
playing
about.
PUBG or not?
Yes, let's fucking go.
Because I think we've exhausted this conversation, which is fine.
We certainly have. I've got work to do.
I've bludgeoned you over the head. I've proven I'm right. No one can
The
stop
lumber
me.
mill is pretty far from here. If that's where she was killed, why would the killer go to all the trouble
It's
of
the
carrying
Mario
her all
music
the way
again.
here?
Let's go out with the Mario music.
I'm waiting for you to set up your stream.
I'm doing it. We're going out with the Mario music.
Personality is totally different before and after the crime. The unsub killed her in a brutal, horrifying way, and then displays powerful adoration after she's dead. Something close to love. That could well be the key to all this. I will say this, though, George. Profiling is a risky business. Of course, if the unsub planted those stiletto footprints himself, well then, everything I've just said falls apart. But there's no evidence that he left those stiletto footprints. I'm sure we have Miss Stiletto Heels to thank for those tracks.
It was her. You're right.
All I can do is deduce the unsub's feelings.
Look at her
in light of the
mannerisms.
and
She knows it
carefully
was her.
figure the unsub's
Ew.
MO.
That's what a guilty person does.
Way of thinking. It usually unveils something that a normal forensic analysis may overlook. That's my way of profiling. It's not for everyone, but it works for me.
I gotta turn off the bum. He's oranging up my stream.
Send me your video.
Oh, let me turn off my webcam on OBS then. I have turned off. I have turned off my webcam on OBS. And then I shall enable it. I'll stop streaming. Turn on camera. There it is. I'm now sending it. Now the stream.
Now receiving it.
What?
I said I'm now receiving it.
Nice. So the audience can watch me drive around in Deadly Premonition for a while.
When I first joined the force, this lumber mill
Well,
was still in
actually,
full swing.
It closed up.
they
right
can
when
go
I first
straight
moved.
here.
And now it's totally abandoned.
I presume so.
But what if
My
they want
stream
to?
if they want
inside,
to.
So I don't know for sure, but
I'm
it's
sideways.
run down.
Deserted buildings are perfect for criminal hideouts and activities. I keep telling Harry to have the place torn down.
Probably.
You are now on
After all,
the fucking bum #1 network.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna raid you. I'm gonna raid you, right?
You are.
That's right. But the perpetrator
You better
selected
hold on to
the
my stream because otherwise you won't get
You seem
enough
very
points to
confident
do the
about
toe
this.
sucking scene next time. Because you get an extra 400
confidence is a sweet
points if you're part of my raid, I think, right?
I'm just drawing
You
natural
could put those
conclusions
points
from
toward
facts
toe
you
sucking.
see.
That sounds
If you know what's
exactly
good for
like
you.
being full of
Here we go.
confidence.
Raid!
And normal
Raid!
people with common sense.
Common sense can be the opposite of fact sometimes. Bear that in mind.
Oh, I will, Agent York. Thank you for another
Welcome.
pearl of wisdom.
You
Either way, we'll know
motherfuckers.
for sure by simply going into the lumber mill.
Are you there?
Girls,
You're live?
yourself, and let's hurry.
Well said.
I am, and I've got
Can
like
you step on
audio
it,
coming
Agent York?
through. Like because you started raiding me, my mute went off on
Hey,
your stream.
I'm not on your stream. I'm a black box. Oh no, I'm there.
You're there.
There now.
You're a black box now.
Well, I like being the black box. It feels better.
Agent Morgan, why aren't we moving?